OPC! Saving the day.
Ready to go?
Yes. Okay, I have a proposition for you to pay you for the ride, since I did insult both you and Jer Bear. I was very overwhelmed by the situation. I'm sorry about that.
Understandable. Very understandable.
And I did have an epic flub in my getaway. I am offering to pay for a hotel for you tonight.
Would you just want to go home?
Well, yeah. Enough. Just, if you drive me home, get a hotel in Rhode Island, get a night's sleep.
Call it. Okay. He wants to know, is the collab over?
No, we'll keep going tomorrow. But just get a night's sleep tonight. I'll pay for both of you to get a motel room, whatever.
He'll call us. He wants to meet at a rest stop somewhere. He is going to get, he's drinking beer in his car right now.
Oh.
Yeah. And so he's a grown man. Like, I tried to say it's not a good idea, but I didn't even get in his car.
It's not your job.
Yeah. And so you want to just call him and tell him to sleep it off, and we'll. He just asked me, he said, where's the nearest rest stop? I said, if you actually follow 95 up, there's one between here and the Canadian border.
Is he drinking in his car right now, or he's driving to the rest stop?
His first priority was he wanted to go get some smokes and some liquor, and then go find his car. And I saw his car before we got to the liquor. So
you did find it?
Yeah.
How far was it from the bar?
It was down. It doesn't matter. But anyways, he was like, oh, thank you. Oh,
Jeremy's on stream, actually.
He said, yeah. He said, I have beer in my car. So I guess, yeah.
He can follow us or not, but I'll get you a motel room, and if he doesn't come along, then I'm not getting him one, but no. No, guys, I'm not shaving him right now. He's too tired for that.
But I just thought, like, if you just wanted to go home, that's where we're going home.
No, I know, but like, I want to get you a room so you can just stay the night, and then we can do I do actually want my bikes to get fixed. Okay, if you're still down for that, and you can just sleep it off, sleep it off.
I still need to attach that bed so you can take pictures downstairs. I don't mind just sleeping in the garage. You don't have to pay for a room. I'm right here.
Oh yeah.
If that's acceptable to you, I really don't care. It's up to you. We've got all plenty of time.
I can't really have people sleeping there.
We've got plenty of time to think about it.
Okay. I appreciate the offer. It's not that I don't want you there. It's just that I can't really have people sleeping there, to be honest.
Alright, so you put in where you want to go, and I will follow you.
Not going to give you the Darius treatment.
Oh, locking in. I actually thought that's kind of like status quo, like part of the course for doing Thorp work. Okay, so are we going? We need to get 95. I think the best way to get 95 is to turn around.
All right, let me see. Let me pull it up on my iPad.
You tell me where to go.
All right, I don't know exactly how to get to the highway from here, but let me just make sure I have my iPad, right? Hold on one second.
I like Jeremy. Jeremy's a genuinely good guy, but I don't think that's a good idea to be driving like that.
No, I don't think so, yeah, but he's a grown man. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, he probably knows. He said that it was to keep him from getting a hangover. He probably has done this enough to know what works for him and what doesn't, but I don't know about that.
I mean, maybe he knows his limits. I know you can have some beer without a big deal.
I used to know a guy, my dad hired him to cut trees. He would cut the biggest pine trees, and he was totally drunk the whole time. And he knew what he could do, so.
Yeah.
But driving is different.
I mean, Jeremy drinks a lot, so I know it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a fan, but.
What a shit show. This whole thing is an amazing shit show. Alright.
Chat wants to know what happened to the hit and run. It wasn't a hit and run.
I left a note. There was a guy right there, and like I think typically things like that aren't worth even talking to the insurance company about.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll see where it goes.
All right, hold on 1 second. Sorry. Attach. Okay, attach this section. Okay, good enough.
All right, so where to?
1 second. I just pull it up and let's see here.
I'll take care of the room for a time. I have a place that I like to go to in Almonte.
Well, yeah, don't say it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just was not sure if this was just the end. Like, go home, Jeremy. I'm heading back to Maine.
No. I think we should do another round tomorrow in Rhode Island.
All right,
this time.
and I am going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I told Jeremy, like, it's just a wrong thing to do. Like, you're stuck here with no car. We need to get your car. She's just like, see you later, boys. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I know. It was selfish. I was overwhelmed, but that's not an excuse.
I mean, we were doing this because you asked us to, and then
No, I know. Yeah,
adios.
no. I'm sorry.
No,
I tried to do my Irish goodbye, and it didn't really work.
That was our conversation on the way back. So I thought, I'm going to be honest with you. That was our conversation.
Well,
like, because I know you did it to Adam. I'm like, why does she think this is okay to do? Like,
okay, it's up that way, by the way.
Okay, go that way. Yeah,
I have mental issues. I have mental health
You gotta
issues.
finish what you started.
I get nervous. I run away.
I know. And I also made a lot of excuses for you. I'm like, she's been through a lot. She's got stuff that she's got to deal with, and it is what it is.
I just get nervous. I try to get out of situations.
Yeah, no, but I do think like I would.
But I don't want. I mean, if Jeremy wants to continue doing the content, I'm down tomorrow. It's left up here.
Yeah, we have to get in his car. There's no leaving his car behind. And he actually looked in the back here about sleeping. He was like, well, we'll just sleep in the room. Because like
he was gonna sleep in here.
He looked back and he's like, no, we gotta find my car.
Oh yeah. Where would you sleep?
I was just willing to do whatever he wanted. He's like, I can't leave my car. And I agree. We'll get your car.
Oh.
We'll find it. We'll make it happen. And I mean, it was pretty quick. We found it right away. I don't know why.
Wait, is this Church Street? iPad is Church Street. Okay.
Right.
Is there any way you can? Okay, Church Street. Yeah, no, you want to.
Church Street is back there. I passed Church Street.
Is this Church? Okay, just take the left. Yeah, go ahead. I'll figure it out. Sorry. The highway is right around here.
New Haven is crazy. I will give you that. It's one ways. So Jeremy, the way I thought he told me to go, I went and it's like, you can't take this turn, you can't take this turn, you can't take this turn, you can't take this turn.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't catch up with you guys, because he was directing me all.
So so there's the IKEA. So the highway must be right around here. That's the highway. No. Isn't that the highway?
I don't know. There were signs 295 back there. I was on Orange Street, but I'm sure there's a million ways to get on 95. We'll just keep driving until.
Let me see. It's just the GPS has the iPad has shitty GPS. Okay. All right, we're on Church Street Extension. Okay. All right. So you're gonna take a right up at this light.
Okay. So what's the? I know it seems like what was the view count today?
I think the highest I got was 220, something like that.
Right, that's
pretty good.
But it was it
was all over the place, but
it
was consistently like 150 plus, except when the service was just totally spotty.
Yeah, that drive here was pretty crap.
But what are you gonna do?
South 95, we want north 95. Should I be in that other lane?
95 north.
95.
Does it give you directions around here?
It's not.
This is. Oh, careful, speed bump.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That's what this is built for.
Okay, let's see here. This is the big road that takes you to all the highways.
Yep, that's all we need. We'll find
that says New York, so we might have to go around, like underneath the highway, turn around and get. I think we need to go that way. Do you get what I'm saying?
So that is south. I think they usually have the north. Sometimes the north.
Oh, it's red. It's red.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at it.
It's okay.
Okay. What does GPS tell you? Because usually the south and north will just be down the road from each other.
Let me see here. Like that is the highway, so
yes,
we need to get on the highway going
see the
backwards.
Sign further down? I think that is
New York City. Okay, so we need to go underneath the highway. We need to turn around, basically.
Okay. All right, we turn around here.
I think.
Whatever this is, regional. I trust you. Whatever you say.
I know that's the highway, so it's just like we need to get onto one of the.
And this is the famous IKEA somewhere here.
Yeah, it's back there a little bit, I think.
Lots of them. I was thinking the other day, if you guys ever get famous, I have your broken mirror, I have your broken broom, I have.
You do have those things.
I have a lot of stuff.
gotta start that merch store one of these days.
Will I be sued for those returns? I think we did talk about
sued for my broken pieces of.
I think I should.
Oh. No, that wasn't you. I thought you like popped a tire.
Yeah,
That guy did.
Oh, that guy. Oh, I see.
What was I gonna say?
No,
I thought you were suing me.
I tried to. That was okay. That was part content, part devious strategy that we can't talk about.
Wait. No, this is a good thing to talk about on the ride home. What were you going to sue me for?
Defamation.
Oh, speed bump.
Oh, sorry. I'll talk about it. Sorry. Defamation. For telling people that I lived in a cave, lived with my dead father in a chair. I don't know. I was watching things. I know. I'm kidding. I'm talking. I was going to focus on the word. But no, I was going to go for defamation and then subpoena all the stuff that you still have hidden that I knew about, but nobody ever clipped.
Oh.
And it was sort of like
You might have had a case, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you still could.
It won't be done in time for what I wanted to do. It's like the Shy Rooney deal. It was more. It was yes, it could have been, but it was a whole reasoning behind it. There was more reasoning behind it that makes it probably not worth doing anymore. Which I explained to you. You just never pay attention to anything.
I know. I'm all over the place.
Okay, so Jeremy will probably be calling to catch up with us to find out what's going on. Do you want to just text him to collapse the one, make you ready for Rhode Island tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll message him. Hold on.
Because he was planning on doing it anyways. I'm like, I don't know if we're doing this anymore. It sounds like we're kind of finished. But good on him for, still being down. Alright, speed. I'm getting. We don't have these in the country, like.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here.
Okay, so that's north 95 this way.
Okay.
I'm getting this one.
No, oh, careful. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let's just pull over. Let's pull over.
I do need to get in that lane. Well, that's north 95. I'm following that car.
Okay, hold on. It's a red light.
Well, it is right on red, but I won't go there. But I'm saying he's going, I believe, where we want to go.
Could you just pull over just for a minute?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Right up here.
Yeah. All right. I'm not running away. I just need a breather.
Yep. I'm gonna go down that road. Just pull over to the parking lot or something.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, you've been through a lot. We're just gonna try to get you home safe and sound. This guy's pulled over just on the side. Can you do that? Just pull over.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a parking spot. Okay, yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright. Tell me when you're ready to start.
Alright, let me see. I just wanted to. Alright. Ask Jeremy, where are you? We're headed back.
I'm glad we found this car. I was like, I hope that's not towed.
Yeah. Alright.
I still like, how do you lose your car? I don't know. I guess it's just. He told me he only had one beer before he got there. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think. I don't know. But he lost his car, so. That's something.
Would you mind if I drove?
Not at all.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm tweaked.
Yep.
And it's totally not you.
Don't
I just
crash,
kind of. I'm not gonna crash. I just kind of. I want to be in control. I get that's a lot to ask at this point, but.
I just want to help you get home safely out of the trip.
Okay, all right. I just want to get home and whatever. I'll pay you back for the gas. Okay. Okay, all right. 1 second. I just want to plug in my phone really quick and then I'll hop out. All right. We got this. We got this. All right. Sorry, I just like want to be. I just want to be in charge, if you don't mind. Just to take control.
You said you were really mad that you didn't defend you. Maybe you was just like.
I mean, I was just talking shit. I was just fucking around.
I didn't know what happened. He was just trying to like. He was giving me the whole. Actually, I'll just hop over. Okay. Alright. Alright, I knocked your charger out. Not a problem.
Okay. Alright.
What could possibly go wrong? That's a good question, Sophie Canary. He also asked if you'd been drinking, and I said I don't believe so. I didn't think you had anything to drink.
Me?
Yeah.
I
He
had 2 shots like 3 hours ago.
He said how
I'm
much.
not drunk at all.
No, he meant before I picked you up.
Me? No.
Yeah, I said I don't know, but I don't.
When I woke up, I mean I had coffee.
I said she showed up. We bowled. We got in the car and we left. As far as I know, there was no drinking.
Yeah, I know. All right. 95
I like
south.
Jeremy. I mean, everybody's got their, like Dalmatian. I like Dalmatian a lot. I would be happy to go to his wedding. I'd be happy to officiate his wedding. But yeah, everybody's got their issues.
95 north, sorry.
Yeah.
We went north, right?
Yeah, we're going north.
Is this headed north?
Back there was.
Okay, wait, hold on. It says if we go up here...
You want me to reach out? Or you want to just, like, calm down and do what you want?
No. If you want to reach out, no, that would help distract me. Sorry, I'm just going to turn that off just so I can drive.
D-Dog's wedding to Ruby. Yeah, they're talking about it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but they're talking about it. How are we feeling, boss? They could have been better, Joe. This is not a win. I will admit that. This has not been a win day for me.
It was good content.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better from the Zin. I guess Jeremy's had...
Yeah, I'm sorry about that whole Zin thing. I had no idea how you would feel. I really didn't.
Ask Grace to place now. They're talking about... God help us. Talking about... We're just... I don't know. We're just trying to get directions right now. We're pulled over looking for directions. This was a great stream. Yeah, I knew the haters and the people who like the drama and the craziness would probably be down for this one. Yeah, the Zin knocked. Yeah, that was. I've been really sick in my life, but that was pretty close to one of the worst ones. Yeah, I felt terrible. Absolutely.
That was a speed bump.
All right.
I have hit speed bumps.
Yeah,
full steam ahead before.
I'm not a hater. No, not you.
Up you.
Not you, Joe. But I'm saying people who like to see things fall apart and laugh about it this was a disaster. This was maybe tomorrow we can turn it around, but I don't know.
Actually, this way, just because your voice is low, then this way, actually, stream can hear you. We can just talk because you know what I mean. It'll even it out.
I get you. All right, the signage back there was saying north that way, but I'm not gonna backseat drive. You do.
All right. You think I should turn around? I can turn around.
No, just follow your GPS. Whatever your GPS says.
I don't have the GPS. I've had GPS is literally the worst.
Yeah.
95 south.
Yep, that's what we don't want.
How could we
go back that way?
Wait, 95.
If there's sometimes
north. 95 north.
Okay, get on there.
North.
Get on there. All right. What do we got? Very fun stream. I've had many laughs. That's good, Joe, Tony. That's what I don't always agree with what the Thorps like to do for content, but this is what they like to do for content. So good for them. I'm glad they got a good stream out of it, and hopefully we'll do better with like the practical stuff tomorrow. We'll get the bike fixed. We'll get the things done that need to be done. You see a GPS screen right now? Are you on pills or something? No, I thought she had her iPad going.
Sorry.
I thought she had her iPad. Usually this tells her what to do, but I guess it's not. Yeah, it's not doing that right now. The unpredictability is what I can't read it, but yeah, NDR. I have always been a big fan of NDR. NDR's takes on things and everything. The unpredictability is what makes it great. Lieutenant Grace. KX feed. The only time we want to hear from OPC is when he is screaming from 10-mile free fall into the concrete.
95 North, Hartford, exit only. 95 North, New London. I know what this.
Yeah, stay over there. And just go to Providence.
Yep.
Then we're at our home free. Master OPC, did you ever think that Grace was going to sleep in a motel with you guys tonight? I would rather just take her home. That was never, I mean, she proposed it. I don't know. I didn't think about it that much. But yeah, she needs to go home. The clap from 1 to 10. OPC, I don't know. I thought, I would have said a 0 when Jeremy and I were just back there, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's turning around, who knows. Would you rather take Grace home to Bang? You heard him say it. To Ben. I just feel like she's wound up. She needs to be in her own space, and, you know, even if it's a longer trip, we'll get her there.
I feel a lot better now. We got, what? It's late night. We got, what, an hour and 15 minutes?
It's about right. So what? How much time to get there?
Yeah.
You would know better than me.
You got an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half.
Not enough subs to do that. Just that's how many subs to take another's in. The subs
no more Z's.
The subs go to her anyways. I don't know. I don't know why I would. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I mean, I guess you get used to it. Like if you get enough nicotine and it's just long enough, you get used to it. But I've had zero forever, and yeah, that just about knocked me out. This one is privated. This is privated, Grace.
Huh?
You said, is this one privated?
This stream right now?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Killer Tony asked.
The last one was privated for a specific reason that I'll explain later.
Okay.
But it's.
Imagine meeting your father this badly. This chick is doomed. As long as he doesn't hit any more. It's bouncing. It says any more cars. Yeah, I did leave a note, but when I looked at it again, like. I don't know that it's going to be worth either of us reporting it, because if you report an accident, your insurance go up more than, I don't think it's, I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but I don't think it's probably even a reportable type thing. My guess is because she said Ruby's government name and her brother's.
No. I can say Aaron all I want. No, it's not that.
Yeah, where I live, Grace has been where I live. I mean, she doesn't know exactly where I live, but great hair, yeah. I had plans for that, Joe. I really did. I thought, but Ben won fair and square, so hair's gonna go. And OPC, the screenshot.
What?
The screenshot I sent you on stream. Dodge the phone number. That was
it may have been that, yeah. I just, my guys told me to private it, so.
Okay. Where are we? Some of these guys I don't know. Bob Henderson? He's kind of new, isn't he? Were you upset when Grace went away from OPC? I didn't know she ran away. I thought they were going to look for Jeremy's car. Jeremy said they had a tiff or something, that Grace felt like he didn't back her, so he just said let her go, who cares? But then I just thought, I mean, it's gonna take a lot longer to go to South Station than to we'll just take her home. She's having a hard day, we'll just take her home. So I wasn't upset about any of it, but I did think when she did leave, I'm like, that's kind of a crappy thing to do to Jeremy. He's stuck, he's in a bad spot, and just I thought you should try to help him out. You're still falling for the bait. That's Juno.
You don't have to read chat if you don't want to, by the way. It's up to you, whether you want to read it or not. I just don't feel compelled to.
Okay. I just know you usually want it to be read. Okay.
Oh, I gave them. They've been eating good today.
Okay.
It's up to you.
And so you texted Jeremy. What's the deal? Is he okay?
He just texted me actually. He said I'm headed towards Maine.
I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
Let me text him.
You can him, or?
Okay. Maybe he just wants to do something by himself. I don't know.
Don't know.
He was, I don't know, he felt a little bit more like slighted, I guess. Is there another phone right there?
Yeah.
You know, he was a little bit down on it, like, I'm not gonna share it. It just, you know, people say things they don't mean sometimes, so they get upset. Alright. Yeah, I'll call him. Can I mute that, or I'll just tell him it's on stream?
Yeah, just tell him it's on stream. If you don't mind.
He might be driving.
Yeah, it might be.
Hey, what's good? I can't hear a word you're saying. You want to move this to text? But you're driving. You should probably just focus on the road. We're headed to Rhode Island. I'm not going to Maine until we get things done in Rhode Island. So it's up to you where you go. You can go to Maine and just do some like sightseeing and stuff until I get there, or whatever you feel like doing is fine with me.
I told Jeremy I want him to come to Rhode Island to continue the collab.
Jeremy, Grace says she'd like you to come to Rhode Island to continue the collab. All right, you'll do that. All right, so I'm just gonna tell you, focus on the road. We'll get you the address where, you know.
Tell him to get a motel in Rhode Island, and I'll cash app him for it or whatever.
She says if you get a motel in Rhode Island, she'll cash app you for it. All right, sounds good. All right, I'm gonna hang up. Don't get in a wreck. Be careful. Drive safe. Make it there alive. Up from, I'm not gonna bother you that. I don't know. I see people do crazy stuff all the time, and you know, like you told me, your grandfather smoked. You know, some people just right on the edge and they make it fun. So.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking about Jeremy. I don't.
Oh, I just didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I don't. I'd like to see him crash somewhere and sleep it off, but it's his call.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so many people on the road. I don't know what to say. I just don't think either of us should feel responsible for Jeremy and whatever he decides to do.
I know, but if somebody's like falling over drunk, and they don't know, like he wasn't. He obviously wasn't. Sometimes you are responsible for other people. You know what I mean? At least I would want people. I treat people the way you want to be treated.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, he's not asking for our help with his drinking. You know what I mean? Like, I probably, if we tell him like, hey, you should slow or whatever, he's probably just gonna do it more.
I agree. I'm talking about the driving. I just wish he wasn't on the road, because if he kills himself, it's like, well, if he kills a bunch of people, it's like.
No, I hear you. Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't know.
So what time? I went by your 2 o'clock thing today. Do you want to go like late, or just don't care? I could go over and fix the bikes. If you just pass me the key, I can just leave you alone and go do the bikes if you want to get that done. I just tend to get up early at this place and like that. I just don't. It's weird just like sit
It's
around.
midnight. I mean, we'll be back by 1:30. You'll get the hotel by 2.
I don't know. But if I'm up, I just like, it feels weird to just be like, I'm just sitting here. So usually I just go do something.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Realistically, I'm not going to be ready till 4 p.m. tomorrow. And if you're not down for that, that's
Okay.
fine.
I will maybe do something with Jeremy.
Okay.
He's got his fishing pool.
Totally fine by me.
4 p.m. That's, how are we gonna get the letter to Cortney?
She'll be home. It's the weekend.
Oh, that was okay. That was the time the bike repair place closed. So
Yeah.
if we're fixing it, it doesn't
Right.
matter.
Exactly.
possibly related to your heart deal, or?
No, I don't think so. I just get these sort of spasms sometimes. Not like a heart attack way. My heart thing is... the only, like, thing I have to be careful about with that is, like, if I become an Olympic athlete, I may stress my heart too much. Other than that, it's fine.
Probably won't happen.
live with her anymore. And she trashed him on stream for that. I'm not making that up. Like, she said he was wasn't in on it.
So,
Like, I could have cost him his job. I don't know if I could have, but like, I could have made more of a stink. And that would have been like just not fair to him if he really was just innocently recognized, because I met him before. I hung out with him for a couple hours. I went to his apartment. Like, he knows who I am.
and he was the one that was anti-streaming. He's like, I don't want any internet people at this house.
Yeah, right.
So-
like, I wasn't going there to stalk her brother. I mean, I think the guy is like, you know, I respect his thing about not streaming. I wasn't trying to catch him on camera. I literally thought he was just a rando who may or may not have been interested in me.
I did think he...
And I was trying to like rope him in so that he might hang out with us because it was feeling kind of awkward.
He initiated the contact. He came up and was friendly, and I thought, oh, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So I did...
I mean, I noticed him in the camera, and then I was like, oh, there's somebody who like wants to like fuck around with the live stream.
But either way, like, I feel like you guys are so bad blood at this point. Like, it is probably... No, it's just...
Well, no, but I mean, that's wrong to do to a brother, in my opinion.
What? Oh, to send him over there and get him involved?
No, she didn't send him.
Okay.
My point is, if she didn't send him, I mean, he called her afterwards and like she took his call.
Yeah.
But that's explainable too, because maybe he just called her because he's like, oh, there's that girl you met up with, and she's with other streamer people.
And it also could be a total...
You know what? You know what's funny about it? I remember saying like he seems oddly familiar with what I'm doing. Like, you know, most people if they see what you're doing, they're like, dude, what the fuck is that? You know? But he's also like, he is just kind of like a little bit awkward. Not like autism levels off the roof, but just he's a little bit of an awkward guy. And
Yeah, but he seemed friendly and nice.
I don't know what to say. It just was like a pleasant interaction, and he seemed nice.
And the thing I want to say to you is, it could also be a coincidence that someone who works at the restaurant just says, are you enjoying your food?
No, I couldn't. No, he told me. He explained that to me.
Yeah.
And he said the reason I said that is because our food sucks.
Oh, okay.
So like that does like, you know, like, hey, how's the food? I don't know. Like, it's so weird, but it's just funny how it's like such a coincidence. I mean, who would have thought that Ruby's brother works at Rudy's bar? Rudy's bar? Seriously?
So that's the same way I feel about a lot of these streamer beefs. It's like a lot of it's based on assumption. A lot of it just isn't necessary, and like people could have bigger, better channels if they work together. That's my main point. Is like everybody is so divided in this particular corner of YouTube. And like,
well, no, and no, honestly, I just wanted to say though, it made me like grateful that I didn't go to the cops, because I don't actually want to get hit her brother. Like, I'm not saying the cops would have done anything, but like whatever, that whole thing, I don't want to rope him into something if Ruby is just kind of implying that he's part of her scheme and he's not. I have no interest in that. Like, I never had any bad blood toward the brother, except he was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck Ben's shit up, and then he met my dad and he was like, hey, how are you doing, sir? Like, he's totally fine. I honestly, like, imagine having Ruby for a sister. I'm a sympathetic. I'm pro Kev.
Yeah. The other thing is that bartender was very nice to both of us, and like
she was giving us a little bit of a funny look, in my opinion, but it could have been because of the streaming. I just chalked it up to the streaming.
But I feel like working people like that do not need a hard time. You know, if they didn't do anything wrong.
What does chat think? No, I mean, the bartenders were fine. It's just
they said Kevin. This is HV. They said Kevin was in this chat. What name does he have? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know. He told me he was in the chat. He told me what his name was.
A lot of hate going on. Summary: Grace drove all the way to New Haven to eat shit-stained chip, had a manic breakdown, then dipped.
It was great. That's OG content. You guys fucking love it.
And Kilter said, we don't know that he did nothing wrong, but I mean, I didn't notice anything wrong with the food. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, you ate the entire thing.
I ate the entire thing. I thought I didn't taste anything weird.
I mean, like we got to think about this, right? Is Ruby really, like, okay, Ruby has a bad relationship with this brother, right? Or at the very least, like, not great. She's not besties with her brother. She had a whole arc with him. I'm sure they talk or whatever, but like, she like chewed him out for moving out of their apartment on stream. Everybody remembers the point where she's telling him to text me. She's telling him to text me to explain what happened. He probably asked her for my number and she gave it to her. I mean, maybe he didn't, but he texted me, right? And he goes, "Hey, this is James," and he said he gave a fake name. From the bar, I'm related to Ruby. Let me know if you want the exclusive. You know what I mean? Like, I don't buy like that it's that deep.
Alright, so I'm gonna preface this by saying I think you hate Ruby too much, but I'm gonna talk bad about Ruby a little bit too, because I spent all that time in here trying to defend her. She's, you know, a vulnerable female. She has a right to defend herself. I was team Ruby, team Ruby, team Ruby. I've been ever since last night. I've been in communication with Ruby, trying to like make sure she's like not gonna panic, not gonna call the FBI. Like this is a collab that like it's not as serious. Don't take it that serious. We're just anyway. I've been trying to be very considerate of Ruby, and then you said she sends me the thing about did you enjoy the spit in your food, which I did. I thought was not nice, but I was like okay, I mean, that's not so bad. Then I show it to you because I feel like if you really think she spit in our food or did something bad to our food, you know, she was saying this before, like the timestamp was there.
Yeah.
Then she sends to me, like, well, you want me to leak all of your texts to Grace. I don't care. You know, I like Ruby, I like Dalmatian. I'm trying to smooth things over.
But I don't understand. Why would she turn them? Oh, because you showed her. Wait, but that doesn't make any sense.
Like,
she texted you, enjoy the spit in your food.
Yeah, and then expects me to be loyal to her.
But why would you be loyal to her when she did that?
Yeah, I'm like, if you
that
actually
doesn't make any sense.
If you actually put spit in my food, I'm bringing this to light.
But either way.
Yeah, and so I'm like,
why did she send you a hostile text if you had been on good terms with her before this meeting?
I'm bending over backwards to try to make this as least stressful for you, and I'm taking your side. I'm taking your side in chat. I'm taking your side against Grace. Ruby had serious mental problems. She's doing a lot better. If she is scared for her life, I want her to protect herself. I was very hard trying to take Ruby's side, and then she's like, just because I don't like you texting me that you're gonna spit in my food, I'm gonna try to like leak all your stuff and make you. But I don't care. I'll show you all my texts to Ruby if you want to see. It's nothing that I feel like you know.
Guys, how many subs for the DMs drop? Since she's threatening to leak them already, beat her at her own game.
No, I don't let the public things speak publicly. But if she thinks that like they're offensive to you or they hurt your feelings or whatever, I'm more than willing to let you see that there's nothing there that I haven't like. You know where I stand. You know that I feel like everybody would be stronger if they would stop the stupid fighting. But it does seem very, very unlikely that it's going to happen. It's just like trying to hurt cats.
Well, at the very least, I'll say that Ruby's brother is an interesting character to add to the family. If he wants to give an exclusive, he was in chat. I mean, I just like, he seems a little socially awkward. I don't know really much about him. I can understand if he wants to stay away from all this stuff, but
I stand by that, Joe. The founding fathers gave us this right. You know, you might think Ruby isn't qualified to vote, but that's a constitutional right. Like, you don't take that away lightly. You know, she'd have to show some very serious, dangerous behavior, I think, before it's warrants taking away a constitutional right. But yeah, that's my soapbox to stand on for something. It doesn't really affect anything. I think people who died of like infection in ditches and foreign lands fought for us to be able to be free and have these rights. And so you don't take them away easily and lightly.
I just think it's shitty. I just have to say, it just is sticky with me.
Yeah.
I just think it's shitty for Ruby not to put in chat or text you or me. Just to say Kevin wasn't in on it, guys.
Yeah.
Don't try to get him in trouble, please.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Ruby took some big L's tonight.
I just think that's pretty shitty because she sat there and watched me
just wanted to say he's innocent. That was a joke.
I mean, like, because how do I know?
And
you know?
the reason I brought you her text is because I'm like, I don't think Grace is overreacting anymore. If Ruby is actually trying to poison us, or not poison us, but like, that was
well, you know, just contaminate
that was
whatever.
okay. So that's not the I'm going to confess to. Well, I don't know. Let you answer for yourself. We talked about the Zin, and he said something about, oh yeah, everybody knows that. I'm like, did Grace know that when she gave that to me? And he said, yeah.
No, I had no idea.
Okay, and so like I'm not like I didn't just like yell at you. I'm just like I want to know. Did you know?
No. I'm so used to being around people who smoke.
Yeah. Okay.
It didn't even occur to me that you would be used to nicotine. I get how it can make you nauseous.
Yeah. And
People get nauseous when they smoke a cigarette. Just to me, it like literally did not even click. Honestly.
And I mean, it didn't last that long, but it was pretty bad when it was going. But
well, because what you did was basically you smoked 2 cigarettes because they're 3 milligrams each.
yeah, and I was sucking down the juices.
And you were just you were just
I
like
didn't spit.
slurping the juices.
I thought that was rude, especially on the stream. I'm just not gonna spit. And,
No. My bad. I probably should have been more careful. It just didn't. Honestly, didn't occur to me. I was like, oh, these are fun. He might enjoy the feeling. Why not?
I told Jeremy. I said I felt like if Grace can handle it, I should be able to handle it. Should be.
Should be what?
I've been through a lot of stuff in my life that, like, I feel like I should be able to handle this thing that's sold for human consumption. I didn't feel like this. Yeah.
But I mean, if you never smoked before and you smoke 2 cigarettes at the same time and deep inhale, you're gonna get really nauseous.
Yeah, and the other thing is, the only time I told you, like, I smoked. My dad let us smoke the cigarettes when we were kids.
Yeah.
The other time we'd buy cigarettes is we would feed them to the goats for dewormers.
Yeah.
And so it's ingesting.
Wait, what?
For a dewormer, it kills the worms in the goat's stomach.
What kills the worms?
Cigarettes.
Really?
Tobacco, yeah. So you can give, like, they have it. The reason they do cigarettes is
You
because,
feed cigarettes to goats?
yeah.
Does Joe RCG know about this?
I don't know if he does. I mean, they have other wormers too, but it's just like an old farm. And the reason they do cigarettes is because if you just like do loose tobacco, you can overdose them and they can get sick and die. So it's like if you take 2.5 cigarettes for a goat, it just gives.
Look, I will be full transparency. I was acting annoyed with you on the way over here.
I understand why
I
you're with me.
thought you were overreacting because until it clicked when somebody said the nicotine thing, I was like, oh, come on, it's just a zin.
If I could have hidden it from you and just been like nothing.
No, I get it. I was like, no way, it's actually causing him this much pain.
Yeah, I would have hid it from you.
But now that I think about it, like, if you did, like, somebody raw 2 cigarettes, never smoked before, and they smoke it all the way down, that's gonna make you nauseous. So
yeah, and it, like, I just vomited orange juice that I had before I left Maine. It was coming out, and there was this brown stuff that I don't know what. It's like
the acid.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But
I heard you hiccuping. Like, I know what the hiccups are. I knew that wasn't fake.
Well, I just thought I was shocked. I was just like, I'm not.
Here's the thing. When I tried it my first sit, it was 6 milligrams. It was right after I quit smoking. Like, 8 hours later. Or
and I remember you said your dad. Somebody was feeling nauseous.
I felt nauseous. I actually thought I was going to throw up.
And you're used to it.
But then it passed in like 5 minutes. So I was like,
why I asked Jeremy, like, did she know? Was this a troll just to get me to like look like a fool on stream, like just knock me out and make me vomit? Okay.
No, to me, I was like, okay, he's a little nauseous. He'll get over it in like 5 minutes.
It was.
I was used to the nicotine.
I almost fell over at the bathroom. I was just like, I need to get in there, like just.
Oh man. Like, so you actually like threw up?
Dizzy. Threw up out of all ends and everywhere in between.
Oh,
and then I washed up and like I stood up and I felt dizzy and I almost fell over. I was like, I was like, what if I can't? What if
I didn't know you actually threw up.
I was losing everything out this door, and then once I got in there,
I thought you were just dry heaving. I didn't know you were actually throwing up.
Yeah, everything I had eaten today, and then stuff that I probably it seemed like kind of wily brown stuff.
Oh man.
But I just know now. Don't rot up.
Are you hungry?
Actually, the poutine. I thought the poutine was really maybe because I was hungry. I was just like.
No, it was good. Actually, it was good.
I thought it was good.
It was like beef gravy. It was delicious.
Yeah.
I wasn't hungry at the time. We should get some Taco Bell or something on the way back.
I just want to get you home safe. I was worried about you like getting
Taco Bell. Let's go.
I don't care. Like if you're hungry, yes, but I don't care can't get to Boston. I'm here now. I can get her and get her home.
Yeah, no, you were right. That was a massive L.
I mean, I just feel like any time.
I really thought I could buy it on the train. Most of the time you can't. I mean, I'm willing to pay. You're not willing to take a. You've got extra seats. This is going from New Haven to Providence. It's like 2 hours. Like, why are we treating this like it's a plane? You know what I mean? I get it if you get on an airplane and you don't have a ticket. Okay.
Did they actually you out of here?
No, I didn't go on.
Oh, they just wouldn't let you on.
There was this black woman and she was like, "If you ain't got a ticket, you can't get on." And I was like, "I don't have a ticket, but I was told I could buy one on here." She's like, "Nope." And I was like, "Well, I tried to buy one online and it said the website just gave me an error message." She was like, "You gotta buy it a long time in advance. Did they give you a number to call?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Did you call it?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "That's why you gotta call." And I was like, "Okay."
I just feel like I took you away. I need to get you back. Like you're under my care until you're back.
No. I mean, you did come in clutch. I would have got an Uber, but man, that would have been expensive in this.
That's why I'm like, we gotta go get her. Jeremy's like, she's throwing a fit, let her go. I'm like, we just gotta at least give her the option.
Look at Jeremy.
Well, I mean, he was also, I think, feeling a little bit hurt, rejected, because I don't know what you said to him, but he was just like, yeah, I
thought he loved crazy bitches. I thought he thought I was his soulmate.
He was licking his...
Can't handle a little back and forth.
He kind of licking his wounds, feeling like...
Oh, Jeremy, Breakup. It's all part of the fun.
I didn't know what to expect from Jeremy. I thought he was a lot better, a lot easier to get along with. And he can be kind of he seems kind of demanding and annoying sometimes on the streams. I thought he was great. But again, he was drunk, so...
Yeah,
maybe when he's sober...
He was drunk, right? I thought he was drunk.
Something was not right there. I mean,
when he showed up to the bar, he had this sort of glazed look.
I took him for his word that he wasn't drunk until I was driving around with him, and he just wasn't making sense. I saw him drink his beer. It was like half a beer. I drank half of it. He admitted he had more. There's no way he got that sauced from that half a beer. He said you accused him of doing hard drugs, and he said, I don't do anything. I said he seemed like he was on the drugs. I stand by it. He was out of it. Whatever you said kind of hurt his feelings. He was just kind of, feeling... Oh, please. Down on Grace. I don't buy that at all. Jeremy loves attention. You don't think he loves getting called a coward or whatever by me? He has banned me in his chat just for being me. He's like, OPC, get out of here. Is he still alive, guys? Maybe we can cheer him up. I'm so sorry. And so I just didn't know, would we get along or not? I mean, I do my best to take a positive spin on everybody. Don't get triggered. I got my zins out. You can have them all. I don't want anything to do with it. But I genuinely mean it. I was impressed by how easy he was to just suggest something. Again, maybe because he's drunk, he'd go right along with it. Good idea. He's all. No, Jeremy didn't want to be in somebody's house who was looking for sex. So can I just say to you, I think you don't always articulate enough. Sometimes some guys need more than one warning. Some need 8,000 warnings to say, no, I'm not interested in you. I'm still not interested in you. I'm still not, because you made the agreement before you got there, and you might feel like Lalo, her behavior is telling me something else. Sometimes some guys don't get. Yeah, I get it, but I get what you're saying. But I was just perfectly platonically friendly, and I really didn't lead him on at all. And he even asked me out on a date, and I was like, I don't think so. And that was before the whole, can I jump in bed with you? He didn't take the hint. And it's not like I thought he was going to do anything violent. But I just didn't want to be around somebody in their house who wasn't going to take the hint. It's just okay, you're not taking the hint. But some people get confused by, Lalo says it's nagging. She loves me, she just nags me. I know, but I don't think a grown man should have that excuse. Or they say she's playing hard to get. I do get that. Some guys think she really does want my advances. So I'm you do have to be sometimes more than clear and say, no, never, ever, ever, ever. And then they should take the hint. A lot of them don't, but they should take the hint. Do you really think women owe that to men, though? They have to be no, I'm never going to fuck you. Stop asking. I mean, at a certain point, sure. just saying
like,
there are some men that just don't get, like you talk about social cues, they just don't understand. Once should be enough. I agree with that. Once should be enough.
No, it's okay. It's fine if it's more than once.
Yeah.
Because I get it. Sometimes people do play hard to get.
Yeah.
But first of all, you're mixing like romance with streaming, which I get that a lot of people do, but like it's inappropriate.
Well, see, part of it is like.
And second of all, wait, let me just finish.
Yeah.
Second of all, so you're mixing romance, like actual romance with streaming, which is inappropriate and not fair to do to somebody who you're having a collab with. Unless you're doing it on stream, which I'm fine with, but if you're doing it privately, like that's not okay. It's like, you know what it's like? I really do relate it to this is my analogy. It's like, let's say that you are acting in a movie with this actress, and you're playing the part of two people who are married and in love, right?
Yep.
So you're kissing, you're pretending to have sex, yada yada, whatever else happens in the movie. Then outside of the movie, the guy comes over to your trailer
yeah.
and is like, hey, you know, that was pretty hot. You want to
Well,
fuck?
that's okay. So that's
It's that's inappropriate. I'm not actually doing that with you. You should treat me just like any other person who's like, you know, you would just like get to know and be friends with first. If you actually want to get any.
I've heard you make this analogy and I agree with you, but I think sometimes what they just said that felt too real to be fake. Like
Yeah, well, that's because they're bad actors, which means they're bad streamers.
Guys find reasons. Guys have different egos than girls, I think. They find reasons to think she's actually into me.
No, I get it. I mean,
you know,
should I take this? Yeah, no.
Just stay right on 95.
Yeah.
Stay right on 95. And so that's just like some advice to you. It's like from knowing guys. Like,
No. I mean, it's literally happened with Adam.
Yeah.
Adam was like, "Let me kiss you and be funny." He whispered it to me, and I was like, "Okay, just hold on." And then he just went for it, and I was like, "Oh my god, that was really funny!" Like, finally, somebody gets it. He asked first privately, said it was for stream, and it was really good.
To a animation like workshop with Don Bluth, right after he did Shrek, and he was an animator. He's a big animator for Walt Disney, and he told about when he got there. He said, "I like maybe 2 years in or whatever, I figured this thing out." And I went to the other animators and said, "Hey, have you?" And they said, "Oh yeah, you just figured that out now." He said, "They don't share information. Like, how are we all supposed to get better if we're all just learning the same lessons?" And that's why, like, I feel like yes, on-stream collabs are good, but just having a group of friends and people you trust, and you can just be like, just to bounce things off of and say like,
that's what chat is for. Speaking of which, what do they think? No, I'm open to streaming friends. It's just a lot of streamers are just actually unprofessional, which makes them good content, but it doesn't make for like, good action.
This whole block is shitting on you. Do you want to read it? Just let it go.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm starting to believe Ben when he says it's more so Grace.
Say it again.
I'm starting to believe Ben when he says it's more so Grace who can't be away from him. Grace can't differentiate between stream and real life. What is this retard talking about? He's even said that as long as he has food made and stuff, he's good. She enjoys getting away from her. He enjoys getting away from her annoying ass sometimes. Exactly. Remember, it's quite bizarre. You're quite bizarre that you can't differentiate reality from streaming. That's what they're saying. That's why I didn't know if you want to read it.
What was the reasoning for it? But did he give a reason why I can't?
Go back there. I can't go back there. It's gone.
I mean, sure, you can just say that, but I think the examples I'm giving are pretty
sometimes
solid.
people are like, they think you're delusional, and it's like anybody watching this knows, like, Grace is the bad one, Courtney's the good one. Like, sometimes they just say stuff.
I mean,
it's like, it's given,
I'm not saying I've never mixed the two, but like, I'll open myself up to chat. Like, give me an example of a time where I genuinely messed up with a collab and mistook something they were doing for real friendship or romantic interest.
It says OPC keep hair, just shave beard. I don't. If Ben wants to release me, like if he thinks it's good for content, we can talk about that tomorrow. But I made a deal, and I'm gonna honor my deal. If that guy responds and gives a reason, I'll read it to you.
Okay.
But otherwise, like I don't know. Montero says Grace has had several. This East Coast part says she's delusional. Several thigh incidents. Grace has had several thigh incidents.
Sort of. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal.
Well, okay,
It's funny
crossing the line here.
You know, can we talk about the Lalo fall off briefly? Because it's bad. Can we admit? I mean, he's going to be in that content house with just patience.
Yeah. So
I mean, what happened with Lalo? He said he's funnier than me. I said that used to be true, but I don't really think it's true anymore.
okay, so you misunderstood my take on Lalo. My brother's sons are his own sons. He married a woman with a daughter, but both of his sons are his sons, and I didn't see them and him. I just felt like the fact that I have.
Oh wait, really quick. Can I just say
Yes.
there were 3 times that I had like a romantic thing with somebody, basically just in DMs.
Yep.
One of those has remained private. One of those, and the 2 other ones, the guys talked about, not me. So I have never tried to expose anything I've tried to do. Remember Lalo leaking everything?
And that's why
I was the one trying to cover it up and saying like, no, we never did anything.
I was shocked when you brought it back. I would have felt like why don't you have enough self-esteem to say, like, that's like to cut? I'd say you should cut. There's people that you should cut off. That's part of your problem with your streaming.
Well, I mean, at that point, I thought Lalo was a different person than he was.
You openly talk about not having, and I agree. I've seen it so many times, but
I just realized like he's just kind of like he's funny. This whole thing is funny. Like it wasn't. It's not a big deal. It's just funny. So like whatever. Go ahead.
I've told you this a billion times.
It doesn't make him look good. I never understand it. It doesn't make you look good to leak
yes,
actual, genuine like conversations between.
That was the first.
But if you want to, like, go ahead and make yourself look bad.
That was the first thing that made me start to think, okay, maybe Lalo isn't what I think Lalo is. And then the more I saw it, I was like, now I've done about 180 degrees. But I have told you, I don't know how many times, like, you deserve to be respected in your Discord. You are like persona non grata, and I'm like, why do you put up with that? I don't understand.
Because it's funny.
It's not funny when it's ruining your career. This is your livelihood, your PR, your everything.
I hear you, but I'm not going to change. I like people shitting on me for the most part because they also shit on other
crazy.
people.
Because like Adam when he films with his like dirty camera, because that matters. You know about that. You know how that should be done. Like that, I know it drives you insane.
Yeah.
And so like when I understand how important it is to have an audience that supports you, when you say stuff like that, it just is like, are you that crazy? Like I can see if this is a hobby, I enjoy people being, but I'm saying this is your livelihood. You have to make a living from this. Like why?
I know, but I am making a living from it.
I'm saying you could be making a very good living from this. Like
what's the point of making a living if I'm not being myself?
I'm just saying you deserve to be treated better. If you ran a Discord for Taylor Swift or Demi Lovato or whatever, and people are in there saying,
yeah, but Taylor Swift and Demi Lovato, those are corporate package people.
No,
I'm never going to be that.
Why isn't Thorp TV a $1 million business? Why don't you treat it like it is? You should. If you want it to be $1 million business, treat it like a $1 million business. That's what I'm saying. Treat it like it is what you want it to be. If you treat it like, oh, it's a shit show, we have the
no, but the shit show is the $1 million business. That's what I don't think you understand.
Find me anybody.
I get the most viewers when I do this kind of shit.
Because you've attracted such a bad audience.
Oh, please. What do people want to see? Me and Zena braid each other's hair and say we love each other? Nobody wants to see that.
Your channel is not your channel. Your channel is a part of YouTube, which is owned and run by YouTube.
Well, technically
YouTube can do what they want with your content. They can take your channel away. Like it's YouTube's. You need to be in tune with what YouTube is doing, so that you can grow as big as you possibly can. That's my whole point.
Well, if you're worried about deplatforming, Keepstar already tried to deplatform. If Keepstar couldn't deplatform me, I don't think anybody can.
I'm saying they don't hide what they want from their creators. If people are too lazy to read it and understand it.
Of course, YouTube is going to say we want safe, wholesome content because that's easy to promote and good for advertising.
They write the code that promotes the things that they want on their channel. It's not just about like our policy.
Who does chat think is right? Well, they're going to side for
I'm saying the numbers don't like. The numbers don't like. Why is your RTU beating you? I'm like, you are better than him. You're better than him in every way, but he's beating you. I'm like, that's a problem. You have to face the reality that something isn't working. And chainsaw out. Chainsaw out would go in.
It's up and down. Yes, I agree. All of my donators could leave in a second, and I could be like, shit.
Yes, and like you're always.
But then that's just more content. Grace is homeless or whatever.
I mean, it's your life.
Someday
it's your life.
it'll pop to more people.
Foreman wants to drive drunk and Grace wants to be homeless, good, more power to him. Not my business. But I guess what I'm saying is, the reason I stuck around is because I feel like you haven't been presented. I thought you hadn't been presented with information. If you've been presented with it and you're just like, I reject it, I don't care, I want to be homeless, then that's your business. That, like, I will never bother you about any of this stuff ever again.
I mean, I don't have a problem with you talking about it. I don't want you to feel like
I just feel like it's so fun, like you said, it's just so, like, when you see Adam filming, like, you just, like, that could be so much better. Why do you accept that? Why is that, like, your standard? Like, that's just so low and so bad. And that's a lot of the way I feel. Like, when you guys call me, like, fans of your content, I've always just been, like, cringe watching. Why do you do this?
I know, but I've said I understand that. But you're also interested because you're here. You find it interesting on some level.
I want to see you win. I want to see you win, and I always feel.
A lot of people do.
I always
That's why
feel
you're invested.
guilty
Other people are invested. Some
like,
people are invested just to eat.
Back even before you were older, I should pull that up. If we ever do like a stream about like our history or whatever, I want to pull up those old DMs because even back then I was like, I can't help this girl. I'm sorry. Nice knowing you. I won't be back. I said that at least 3 times.
I know, but
I said that at least.
You saw me on some modern day debate thing, didn't you? And
I was so impressed. I'm like, if she could be this person there, why can't she be this person on her channel? I don't get why her channel is, because I saw some Coley and everything. I'm just like, why is she making this such a shit show? Why doesn't she see that she's on the caliber with all these $1 million channels? Why can't she treat herself and her channel like it's top tier? Because it could have been. That's what frustrates me. You know what I mean? It's like when you see somebody.
I can see that. I mean, I could see you thinking that I was a certain type of person.
But I'm saying if you could be that person, like, okay, that thing you did with your mother, the liquid Grace.
Yeah.
I think that's a $1 billion idea. I'm like, but if you could do that and be that funny for that long, all improv, it's like, why is your channel doing anything else? Like, I just like, there's so many winning things that you can do. Why? But I know, like, it's a lot more complex than just like.
I hear you. I appreciate the support. I don't disagree with you. Obviously, I'm not going to disagree that I'm talented. I mean, there's a lot of, obviously private stuff. Not really private, but just, stuff I've been working on.
Yeah, and it's not.
It's severely
Everybody comes on and says, why don't you do this, this, and this? And I remember being there, and I remember probably saying all that same stuff to you. I get that it's not.
But OPC, if I grant you that, like, okay, obviously on some level you have a point. Okay, I'm not denying that my stuff, even if I want to do a shit show, it could be branded better, it could be packaged better, it could get more viewers, whatever. But, like, putting that aside, you can admit that you like the shit show too sometimes, right?
It makes me sad. It just makes me sad.
Oh, come on.
It does.
You don't like the shit talking between us.
Sometimes I'm like, I hate you. I'm never going to talk to you again.
Between us and Adam's dad, you don't think it's funny on any
haters,
level?
and then you're no, because I'm just saying you're just there's no upside to that. There's no upside to making enemies. I have 1 million enemies now. Good for you.
That's not true. That's just not true. A Keemstar has tons of enemies. He creates drama with them, and he became a millionaire. I do believe off of
You're
that.
right. If you are big enough, you can shit on anybody you want, and they have to take it.
Yeah, but that's how he got big. Is shitting on people.
What is burning the bridge with Andrew Wilson? How did that help you in any possible way? Like, you got a couple streams out of it, but like, if you were his friend, you would have Sarah's channel right now. He would have been happy to do that with you. Grace Thorp is going to be my right-hand man, a right-hand woman.
I know, but OPC, I mean, I'm just not a sellout like that. I'm not saying you're saying I should be a sellout, but
no, I'm just saying,
I can't stand Andrew Wilson.
I'm saying,
listen, I tried to fucking kiss up to Andrew Wilson, okay? He DM'd me and he was like, your dad wants to debate Glenn Lawrence. That sounds funny. And I was like, oh, really? And he was like, I'd be willing to host that. And I was like, no way, really? After all this time? Okay. And I fucking sat there and I kissed his ass and he was like, promise me there's no drama after this, Grace. And I was like, yeah, no, there won't be. I promise, okay? And let me set this up. Here's the thumbnail and goes, "Gee, this is why I can't have you people on here."
I watched that live. I know what you're saying.
And that was ridiculous.
Okay.
And then you know what I mean? Like, he was just so rude, and he kicked my dad off the show. That's literally what happened. I have a clip of it.
Okay, let me take this.
That's Andrew burning the bridge. That's not me. My dad said that as a joke. Like, that guy is so fucking insecure. It's ridiculous.
Let me take this angle. You guys can say no. You're always singing the praises of Homax or SSI and all this stuff. And like I'm saying, if you can see the good in those people and overlook the bad, why can't you overlook the bad and see the good in the bigger people who actually could grow your channel? Like, yes, Andrew has problems. SSI has problems.
Because I after that experience, I just felt like there's no way that I can work with this guy. He can't handle, like, it's not even a joke at his expense, really. It's just like the most friendly of light banter. How am I gonna work? I'm gonna sit there and kiss Andrew Wilson's ass? No fucking way.
Okay.
Just to get treated like shit. You're the one talking about self-esteem. How is that high self-esteem?
Every time I
so I can be like Sarah the Raging Tomato?
Good opportunity slip out of your fingers. It makes me very sad because I'm like.
But I don't let it slip out of my fingers. These people treat me like shit and then get rid of me anyways. That's what happened with Keemstar. That's what happened with Andrew Wilson. Name anyone.
I don't know. You remember the thing I sent you with Destiny?
If you don't kiss their ass.
I hear what you're saying. It's not. Some things aren't worth. Like, I'd rather be poor and have integrity than be, the richest person in the world and have like totally compromised everything. But like, I sent you that thing and I was just like, you could have been. Your dad could have been on this with Pierce Morgan, Andrew Wilson, and Destiny. Ben Thorp's name could have been there.
I agree, he could have been there.
And I'm just like, why?
And I want to get him on there. I will get him on there.
Not doing like shit show content.
No,
like,
no, you don't understand. We are kind of following what your advice. I'm doing drama stuff, and he's a side character. He's gonna do intellectual stuff, and I'll be his co-host. Like, we're doing this debate this Sunday. I don't know why we suddenly get a debate with Counterpoints. Counterpoints is like sort of a Destiny sub-orbiter. He's not nobody. I mean, like, we're back in 2 seconds. The internet is unpredictable. I don't know what to say. Nobody really cares. All of this drama stuff, like, it can all be rolled into my channel. It's all just drama. I don't care. I like drama. That's my side of things, drama and IRL. His side of things is intellectual, and I want to build that up because I really haven't built that up, and that's understandable because the drama was like real drama with me, plus also stupid internet stuff.
Okay, but here's
I agree with you though. We could be big.
Here's the devil's advocate position. How are you going to do it any different than you did in the past? What's going to change? What's going to make this different than, everyone always makes fun of you. Like, you have 1,000 first episodes. Like,
yeah, I understand.
Like, where's the real change?
Look, at some point, I think we're getting there. Okay. It's going to happen. We both become much better streamers, more mature.
But so you understand though, I think, when you watch Adam, how I feel about you sometimes. I'm just like, yeah, I can't watch these people anymore. I like them, I want things to see, but it drives me. I'm done. I'm all done. I just can't. I mean,
yes, I understand. Yeah, it's exhausting.
It drives me crazy. It's like, again, it's like if you saw
you just can't force these things sometimes. Things just take time. It just takes time to develop. You're in the middle of this brutal divorce and you go online and it just gets crazy and like you start saying like, what's real, what's fake, and eventually you put it together.
I know. And then that's when I feel bad. I'm like, there's extenuating circumstances. Like, don't be so hard on them. Like, there's a lot going on, and I usually like, I just like, even if I don't say I'm sorry, I just feel like that was wrong. I shouldn't have been so negative. But it's out of like frustration. It's like you're like the kid who can throw the 80-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's like, why are you playing volleyball? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
I think my dad and I have done a great job creating an interesting niche that I don't think you can find anywhere else on YouTube. I want to take it over as like primarily my thing and let him do his thing and me. I'd like do that on the side for me. I think he could be on Pierce Morgan, and I think I could be streaming with Ice Poseidon. It'll happen one of these days.
You can't be objective about yourself because if the niche was so interesting, it would have caught on by now. That's my.
Well, it's a niche. What I mean is like, it's a micro
micro niche that's not going to pay the bills.
It is.
That's your problem.
But I think it's a fun niche, and like
I'm having
I
fun,
plan
but
to
my
build it.
bills aren't paid. That's what frustrates me. It's like,
What does chat think?
it probably say it's Tropic. I'm not scared of him. He's never gonna use it. You can fix her OPC, and then she'll finally love you. I don't care if she doesn't. OPC has emotions. I do emotions. I do. There's a whole side of me. Like everyone says, I have a huge family. I was gonna take Grace to meet all my family, and that's another thing that I kind of like. I'm glad I didn't trust you, because when you get angry, you get mean, and like even like the leaking the DMs and stuff. I don't leak. That's why I delete them after a while. I'm like, I just know she'll use this eventually. Like she doesn't even bother to tweet what I'm saying, but she will come back and say, "Oh, he said he ate in a row." So this is okay. I'm just deleting. We don't have that. You can't come back and do that anymore.
Yeah.
But and then the other thing is, you said like people were talking about like we had 500 unanswered DMs. Nothing in there is either remotely sexual or anything like that. It's basically me saying like, get up and try again. Get up and try again. Get up and try again. Get up and try again.
To me?
To you. I'm like,
yeah.
And that's why like it's. I feel like at some point you just say, screw you. Just do what you want to do. I don't care anymore. If you fail, it's your problem. Like it's like. I am a little bit still worried about Jeremy getting killed, but it's like it's his problem. He makes the decisions, and so I've got to that point with you. I don't know how many times. I'm like, just fuck you. I don't care, dude. Just throw your life away, throw your career away. It's not my problem. But like I said, you can throw the 80 mile. Like I've seen the 80 mile an hour fastball, and I'm like, dude, you got something. Like dude.
You're not wrong. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, no, I can't, I'm not talented.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you let people treat you like shit? Why does your whole Discord?
It's different though. It is different types of treating like shit. Darius is Chad. Darius, I guess, I think you would say is a fairly successful kick streamer. His chat shits on him constantly.
I'm talking about levels way above anything.
Ice Poseidon's chat shits on him constantly.
I'm talking about
people in the drama arena generally have chats that shit on them.
Believe in yourself. Run your business like it's $1 million corporation.
Are you saying get rid of people who
I'm saying
shit on me? But that is drama. Like your viewers take your side and sometimes they shit on you. That is what it is.
Every new viewer is taught by your chat and your mods what to think about you. Oh, this girl's like, okay, I see you somewhere, she's pretty, she's funny, she's smart. I get to the thing, she's an incest freak, she's fat, she's stupid, and you're laughing about it, you're promoting the chat, and they're like, okay, this girl isn't anything I thought she was.
Okay, but
I'm leaving. I don't want anything. This is great. This is stupid. This is not what I thought.
You mean like Juno saying like she definitely...
How many people have come to your channel and walked away?
But here's the point.
I did.
Those people who can't handle the joke are not going to like anything about me.
It's not just a joke.
If I'm clearly treating it like a joke.
I walked away. I saw it. I was like, wow, this girl's good. I'm going to go back and check her out. This is a keeper. This is what I want to watch. I go there and I'm like, what an absolute shit show. And then I saw you treat your mother bad. I'm like, fuck her. I'm deleting everything. I'm liking everything. Anybody that wants to make their career out of, like, even if it's a joke, out of like disrespecting their parents, like fuck them, I want nothing to do with them.
Okay.
And so
it's fine. If people have the reaction to my content, they're not gonna like my content. OPC, what did you say? This is a basic talent thing? Why?
Everyone just sees.
Why would you want someone to watch your content who doesn't like your content? I don't care if you don't like my content. You'll either like it or you can't please everybody.
Almost universally, though, everyone says what a waste. And that's why
really.
I don't, except the ones that say like do it more, ha ha ha, do it more. But the ones that, like, I'm saying the vast majority of people who have come across your content.
Wait, hold on a second. Would you not admit that I have several very generous donators, Damius being the top, of course?
Yeah, I like
But I have very generous donators who come and go.
Okay, how many? Go back to any of your old streams and look at all the people that are gone. Gunji Bunji, like I was looking through a stream the other day. I'm like,
there's actually not that many.
There's a lot of people that came, looked, saw, walked away. If they were all
But OPC, you're not understanding my point. If you have a restaurant that serves a certain type of food, and you maybe it's not their favorite thing.
If you want to be...
But the whole point, wouldn't you say though, like you have to be unique as a talent. If you just try to please everybody, you're gonna lose yourself and just become like a corporate plant.
All I'm saying is you have an 80-mile-per-hour fastball, right? And if you want to play volleyball, because I like volleyball, but I'm saying if your family's struggling and like you're like trying to get money and you're like feeling like you have to compromise and all this stuff, I just want to say, by the way, that 80-mile-an-hour fastball will get you a like $50 million baseball career. And if you say, yeah, I know that and I don't care, I want to struggle and I want to just play volleyball.
No, here's the difference. I'm saying I'm doing the 80-mile-an-hour fastball. I'm doing it. And you're saying, no, do something different. What do you think the 80-mile-an-hour fastball is doing something different? You're saying, I'm throwing the ball a certain way. And you're saying, hey, you can throw it a different way to make more money. And I'm saying, yeah, but I'm throwing it my way. If I don't want to be someone else to make money.
Do you remember who Pedro Martinez, he played for the Red Sox when we first started, one of our first
I don't
series?
follow sports, but yeah, sure.
They found him on the Dominican Republic, or it was Cuba, I mean. They had to pull all of these like international deals to get him out of the country, to get him here to play baseball.
Yeah.
But like he went from being like dirt poor family to like one of the highest paid baseball players in the whole major league. And I'm just saying, if you don't want that, because I see the things you struggle with.
Okay, hold on a second. What do you see? If we use this fastball analogy. What is my fastball in your words?
I am saying you are funny, the voices.
Well, you don't like my jokes, because you don't think I'm funny because you don't like the jokes that I think are funny.
Not to sound like, haha, I'm a slut. Haha, I'm an incest. Like because that's self-deprecating, that's hurting you.
Self-deprecation is funny. Okay, alright, well, I'm gonna give you your pitch. Go ahead.
Okay. All I'm saying is, when I see you, like, struggling to make ends meet, I see your RV is run down, I see you're like, I can't get my bills paid, I have to go crawl to Joe, or I have to go crawl, and I'm just like, you don't have to crawl to Joe.
Okay, but make the pitch. Okay, so I'm funny, what else? I'm
saying the voices, like, I feel like, stop trying to be sexy. Like, that market is taken. Like, I know you like sexual attention, and so that's a big theme on your channel. I'm saying, play to your strengths. Like,
try to be sexy.
I mean, like, push them up to the glass boys and like all that type of stuff. It's like that.
But OPC, this is where we differ, because those are jokes.
But you're actually whipping them out, like, and people see you as desperate, and like that's one of Charlene's digs on you. She saw the picture you sent to Lalo, and she's like, "How desperate can you be to send that to Lalo?" She's
Lalo leaves the DM.
Whether she just saw it on his phone when he was looking at it, I don't know. But she was just like, imagine being
yes,
like...
Yes, but OPC, you don't understand. It's funny to send a lewd to Lalo to get him to join a Discord call. It's funny. Who cares? I don't care. He's gay.
Is it funny?
Who cares if you send a lewd to a gay man? It's a funny joke.
All I'm saying is, if you... Like, I haven't seen any... I've seen people with much better bodies than yours. I've seen people with much, like, more better... I haven't seen anybody who can do the voices like you. I haven't seen anybody who can, like, just, like, I don't know if you call it, like, ad lib or whatever, but just, like, off the cuff, be so funny and brilliant and, like, entertaining. No script, like, those are the things, like, those are special talents. Like,
Sure, I agree,
like,
yeah.
There's a million girls with tits. There's a million girls with, like, a better body, better, all this stuff. But I'm saying you have these unique things that you just, like, don't value. And I just... Yes,
I do those things all the time. I don't understand. What is your...
That's the 80-mile-an-hour fastball.
But like, I don't understand what your criticism is. I do ad-libs and voices all the time.
But you do it for, like not $1 million way. It's like...
But you're saying, like, hey, do this. And I'm like, but I do that. I don't know what to tell you.
I would challenge you to go through your comments about yourself and your chat's comments about you. And, like, have positive, negative. And, like, to actually just start... Because, like, I see it very, very clearly. I'm like, why does she allow these people to treat her like she's nothing when she's not? You know what I mean?
not
I hope
true.
she chokes. I hope she, like, just, I'm saying,
I mean,
I know you guys
it's not
joke,
real.
it's a joke,
It's not really all that, though. It's honestly not even all that.
It's
It
a
doesn't
lot
matter
of
if it was all that, because it's a joke.
It's too much that. Because it chases people who come who genuinely like you and want to support you. It's like even Davis. Davis is basically an outcast. You need to fix that.
That's not true.
You look at how many people talk negatively about Davis.
Yes, but
He's not an outcast. But I'm saying
he
treated.
thinks it's funny. That's why he sticks to pounds.
Okay, but I'm saying the people who support you should be the ones that like have the prominent positions. You should make sure that pyramid is turned upside down. Damien should be like the most respected in that chat because he's doing the most to help you. If you make
But
Juno,
I obviously do respect
if you make
Damius.
Juno higher than Damius, you're gonna have more Juno.
Aha! Damius gave Juno control of what I get subs for.
I think that's Damius.
Damius likes Juno.
I think Damius.
So therefore,
no,
your point is proven wrong. My most generous
I think
donator
that's his
likes
way.
Juno, who has
No,
Mon.
I think that's his way of saying if this is what you want, Grace, this is what you get.
No, he thinks Juno's funny.
I mean, I think Juno's
Damius,
funny.
can we get some clarification?
I think Juno's funny, but I'm saying if you have all Junos in your chat, Juno doesn't give you a penny.
No, but I like the mix of
the more
of
Junos
the broke
you
shit
have
talkers.
too many. You have too many.
There's the broke shit talkers, and then there's the generous
No,
people
there's- you-
who like the shit talkers, and sometimes the chicken pie.
You let the broke shit talkers harass and chase off. Grid 1 was supposed to be in your. You had that proposal to have a paid prize for whoever wins a debate.
Yeah.
You were trying to get Grid 1 to work with you. He got timed out in your chat. You let your chat time him out when he's coming to try to help you to do. Like people who have the means. Like
Okay,
you,
but-
the fact
okay,
that
but
you're laughing,
listen.
the fact that you're laughing says everything. That says everything.
Grid, like you're not gonna
That's-
deny this. Grid gets
no.
30 viewers on the stream.
I'm saying if I was running a Fortune 500 company and someone's laughing at failure, I would toss that person so fast. I'd say, I got no place for you in this company.
I've interacted with Grid a lot, and he's never really offered me anything.
I'm saying if somebody who's bringing nothing to the table chases away people who are bringing a lot to the table on purpose, you've got.
I think this is your problem. You don't value chatters. Chatters bring a
I'm
lot.
saying you are bad at business. You are very bad at business, and it drives me nuts. But
That may be true. Look, I can't deny that. Like I've had trouble paying my electric bills and stuff.
I was saying if you ran it,
You may be
like,
right.
if you believed in yourself that this is a $1 million business venture and ran it accordingly, you might have $1 million business venture right now.
You
might
may very
in 3
well be
years.
right.
People, some of the fastest growing YouTube channels have started in the last 6 months. I showed you that Faith Mary. She was way behind you. She started years after you. In 3 months, she got to 15,000. I was like, watch this girl. That's what I'm saying. You need to watch more. You just need to see who's winning and how are they winning and how can I take those ideas and make them mine. She's now at 117. Your old supporters are over there giving her hundreds and hundreds of dollars because she wants to win and you choose to lose. It makes me sick because I know you can have all your bills paid, everything you want in life taken care of, but you choose to lose, and that's what kills me. It kills me because I
can see that. I can see that. You know, I can see that. Maybe I should change things.
But it's like I feel frustrated. I'm like, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm not going to watch it. I can't. It pains me to watch it. But then I'm here today because I'm like, I feel bad being like cold-hearted. Like you're both these.
No, I know it's generous. You know, I run away and you come get me. It's nice of you. I don't really deserve it.
But it's stupid. It's stupid. I should just say, like.
Well, you did help me out. I mean, God will reward you for helping me. I truly believe
That's
that.
one of the main reasons why it's hard for me to like just say, fuck you, I don't care, because I do care.
Well, you would have had every right to do that, but the fact that you were generous, you know, whether I appreciate it or not, which I do believe God will reward those who are generous. So, you know, you can
But I
always
do think
take comfort in
there is
that.
casting pearls before swine. That's where I struggle because I'm like, she knows this stuff. She knows it, and I am wasting my time. I feel that way a lot of the time. It's like
I get that frustration, yeah.
sort of what changed me. I'm like, no, if these people are liking what I'm saying and doing, that's wrong too. And so maybe it's not as right to support you as I thought it was, but it's still not. This is worse. This over here is worse. Laughing at her because she's falling down. Like I don't ever want to be that guy. I don't like that.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just like it's your life. It's if your phone wants to drive drunk, if you want to let people shit on you, it's your life. But I just feel bad when you see you struggling because I'm like.
But aren't I letting you shit on me right now?
I'm trying to bring the truth that you need to hear. I'm not trying to be in a mean way to be like, Grace sucks. I'm just trying to say, open your eyes. If I'm wrong, tell me, and like just look at this. Look at what I'm saying to you. If I'm wrong, tell me, and I'll. Like I said,
But that's what people who shit on me say.
I'm still here. I'm here right now. Like,
True.
You know, I feel like I've earned a little bit of a hearing from you.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, and so it is frustrating. Like I said, like all those unanswered emails. Like I'm like, this person is winning. Just watch this, or just. I know sometimes things take time, but it's like I try to find things that are short. I'm like, just look at this idea. Just but it's like that's the thing. There's 500 of them that like try to get up again and try this, get up and try this, and you're just like, yeah. And I'm just like, okay.
You should know. A lot of people say that.
I know.
A lot of people say me that stuff, and it's not like a personal thing. I just.
I know you get sick of it. I would too. It's like.
I honestly, like, if I'm not streaming, I'm generally having some kind of a problem that I'm working through with my dad, or I'm just busy doing like day-to-day stuff. And I miss a lot of that stuff. It's not like personal.
I feel like any one.
Being a public figure, you get a lot of suggestions.
Yes, but I'm saying there's a lot of things you can do, and I can completely excuse them, but you can't excuse an overall pattern of behavior.
Sure, yeah.
It's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. Look at your overall pattern of behavior. I think if I wanted to be successful, is this consistent behavior to be achieving what I want to achieve?
Right.
And if it's not, you have to make the changes. Even if they're painful, you have to change.
Right.
That's it. That's all I'm trying. That's pretty much enough. Like I've tried to say it in a bunch of different ways, but that's.
No, I hear you. Yeah.
That's all I'm
So
doing.
your number one thing would be to look at that Faith woman.
No, not
she
necessarily. That's
does,
where I feel like I get misunderstood. Yeah, like everyone's like, oh, you want me to be Mira? No, I don't want you to be Mira. I just want you to say.
No, I know you don't want me to literally do exactly what they do.
Here's somebody that's not as talented as you, who's making a lot more money than you.
Right.
So what is she doing that you're not? And like you guys say, well, it's the yoga pants. I'm like, no, it's not the yoga pants. Because there's a lot of other people that.
OnlyFans?
Yoga pants.
Oh.
You made it. Oh, OPC just likes the yoga pants. No, that's not what I'm talking about. And the reason I picked her because she is an intelligent person. She was, like I said, she has her law degree.
Yeah. Right.
And you could have your law degree. That's why I feel like you would resonate with some of these people and say, I'm as smart as she is. I'm like as pretty as she is. I could. Why aren't I making money? And then you look at it and say, okay, what is she doing different that I need to adopt? Because what I'm doing isn't getting anywhere near what she's getting. And again, if it compromises your values, then no, don't look at me. But I'm saying just find people with similar gifts to yours who are winning and try to learn what you can. Like, I feel like the best thing to do is to find truly successful people. I like hanging out with millionaires. I don't like a lot of their personalities. Even Joe. That's why I feel like you should have kept Joe in your life, just for that reason.
That's a valid point.
People who win at life know things that other people don't. There's a reason they're winning.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, study them. Study those models. Study the things. But again, like Ice Poseidon, you're not Ice Poseidon. Don't bother looking at Ice Poseidon. Look at people who are similar, have similar abilities as you, have a similar age group, and see, like, I think one of the things that would help you is a lot of the very successful ones appeal to young women. And like you have zero appeal to young women. But young women actually kind of hate you when they feel like you're acting slutty. Like women hate women who will do like.
I don't think women's general opinion of me is that I'm a slut.
A lot of your haters, Ruby. Okay, let's just go with Ruby.
Yeah, but Ruby accused me of
shorter skirt, women tend to hate you because it's like, I can't go there, and you're gonna get guys that I can't because you're breaking rules that I don't feel comfortable breaking. You know, and then I know you because I've heard you go after OnlyFans girls, and you're the same way. Women hate other women who are they think are getting away with things they're not getting away with or something. I'm not a woman, I don't understand it. But women,
well, you keep bringing this point up that I'm super slutty.
No.
I just don't.
I'm saying
of most streamers, I think
the things that you have said about yourself is that you have very low self-esteem and you really like sexual attention.
True.
I'm saying neither one of those is really going to help your career in the ways that, like, anybody who takes their clothes off is going to get some attention. Sure. I'm saying you have better things to bring to the table than that.
But I don't. You seem to be like telling me to stop doing OnlyFans or something.
No.
I'm not.
No. I'm just saying.
I'm not even sure what you're. I can't remember
saying,
the last like even vaguely slutty piece of clothing I wore on stream. I don't know. I just honestly don't know what you're talking about.
This isn't that. It was just like a side topic. I'm just saying to reach women and reach men, you do different things, right? If you want a male audience, then there's more. I'm saying if you want the female audience tends to be more supportive, tends to click the like, tends to say go girl, tends to buy your products, tends to, and so a lot of the female streamers that appeal to females are doing very well. And so you might say I can't do that.
Actually, I don't know if I know a female streamer as a primarily female audience. Who would that be?
They're pretty hard to come by, but there are a lot of the makeup tutorials. There are a lot of the like.
Oh well, I mean.
You can doubt it, but they're making good money.
No, I don't doubt it. I'm just saying. I mean, that's just like yeah. I mean, obviously fashion stuff.
Role models. A lot of them are Christian girls, role models that are pretty, but they're moral. And then there's all these women in their chat saying, I love you. More women should be like you. What happened to society? They're out there. Saf Hernandez is somewhat one.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying the content you're talking about, makeup tutorials and stuff like that.
No, I'm just saying, look at what
I don't do that stuff.
No.
It's fine that other women do. I'm sure I watch that stuff.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Do you know what I think? And like, you're gonna hate me for this.
Okay, go ahead.
I think if you did makeup tutorials for middle-aged women, because you're prettier than them, and they want to think, middle-aged women have all the money. The ones that went to college and didn't get married, like they took the career, they have a ton of disposable income. And like, if you don't reveal your age, you just say makeup tutorial for middle-aged women, and they're like, this girl's got the secrets. If you tell them you're 22, they're gonna be like, you cheated. But if you just say makeup tutorial for middle-aged women, and you show them how to make, like, they're gonna think automatically you know more than you do. It's a trick, but it's like, and you're aiming at a
Are you saying I should fool people into thinking that I'm 50 years old?
No. No one's going to believe you're 50. But I'm saying, if you just say, I'm teaching middle-aged women how to look like me, or look more like me, I mean, eventually people are going to know you're not that old. But that's what they want. Middle-aged women want to look like you, or more like you, than they do. And this, you old bad
the whole point of the whole point of a makeup tutorial for middle-aged women is that it's a middle-aged woman doing it, so they know what it looks like on a middle-aged face.
I'm saying, if you make a deal like I'm young and pretty and you're old and ugly, they're not going to like that. But you're just going to say, here's how, like, even my imperfections can be made better by doing this. Like, if you're like humble about it, like, you tend to be like, you old warhorse bitch to anybody that's older, and like, those people have money, and you're driving away a paying whole segment of the population.
I drive away old women.
You are very mean to old women who have
name an older woman.
Saggy anything.
Name an older woman who I don't even know what you're talking. I rarely engage with them.
Ruby last night.
Well, but
you
Ruby doesn't have money.
She's going to in a few months. She's going to buy a new house, or buy a house.
Okay, well, even if that was true, Ruby and I are engaged in like a back and forth.
Okay,
drama.
Monty. I remember you saying Monty was this fat Mexican-looking
Oh my God, Monty was years ago. Monty still donates to me.
I know some people are more forgiving than others, but other women watching that are going to be like, you worthless little bitch. You're going to get there and wait and see how you like it, and they click off. I'm just saying, look at the demographic you're appealing to.
But there are actually a decent amount of older, not middle-aged, older 30 to 40-year-old women who do watch. That's genuinely true. Like they're.
It's not. You're 80-20, I think, because I have the same audience. And
yeah, I mean it's overwhelmingly male. True.
Yeah, and it's a long story, but you just need to, if you know.
Why would you suggest that I do, for example, makeup tutorials when I've never really expressed interest in doing makeup tutorials?
Because that's where the money is. I haven't explained this very well. Okay.
You can suggest anything.
Okay.
There are lots of things that.
Have you watched much? I know you're
Why don't you suggest that I do video gaming? There's lots of money in gaming. I'm not a gamer.
Not really. A lot of those people live in their basements, and like it's very few are making like professional money doing gaming. But almost all middle-aged women want to look younger and prettier than they do. Almost all of them, without exception. And the ones that are unmarried want more than others to look better, and they're the ones that have the most money because they don't have to spend it on diapers and kids and ballet lessons.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is just you need to be smarter. Be smarter in the way you do things. Like, don't just be like, I like being shit on, it's funny.
Okay.
Because losing money isn't funny at the end of the day. It's sad. It's really sad.
True.
So I'm just saying, treat it like a business. Go after the high-paying customers. Like, figure out what do they need, how can I provide it for them, and like, you are uniquely positioned to make those women, and even if it's a lie, feel like this girl gets me. This girl gets me. She's gonna help me. And the problem is, I start telling this stuff publicly. Everyone's like, it's a scam, but half of the world is a scam. I think I told you about the red salmon and the pink salmon. Red salmon used to be the only salmon people wanted, and then this company put out they had a bunch of pink salmon, and they had to get rid of it. Nobody ate it, it was cat food. And so they put out a can that said, won't turn red in the can, and it just put the idea in people's mind, red salmon is bad. You don't want that, that's gone bad.
Yeah.
And so half of the money being made is from people telling people you need this, whether they do or not. Are your butt cheeks sagging more than an inch? If so, and like they just, that was a commercial, can you pinch an inch? Most people can pinch an inch, but it made people feel fat. Because if you can pinch an inch and then they go,
Well, here's a question for you. Okay, so let's say I was to do makeup tutorials, for example.
That was just an example.
Just an example, okay.
I'm saying find something that's going to make you.
But what would make me stand out?
Because you're young and you're not middle-aged. Every other middle-aged makeup tutorial is being done by a middle-aged woman. And the young people just laugh at them. Why would I care about if they look baggy or saggy or whatever? If you have compassion on them and like, I'm going to make you look like me. They're going
I couldn't make a middle-aged woman look like
You're good. Okay, I'm sorry. You're good at makeup. I thought that was kind of a given. I thought that was something that...
But because I'm not I don't know exactly what would make a middle-aged woman look good. I could give basic tips.
I'm saying if you go to give girls your age, they'll say, I look better than her. I want to take advice from her. Most of those women want to look like you. Okay, so that you have that selling point. I'm willing to help you look like me. Here's my makeup secrets. And here's how, again, all of them would apply to you because you don't have middle-aged women problems. But if you care enough to find out how to help them, how to tighten things up,
why would I do that if I wasn't interested?
Because the model, most people's products, most hamburgers don't look like the picture. Most models that are selling products, the products will make you look at the model. Your products, and all of your advice probably won't make those people look like you. But that's the thing you're selling them.
I understand that's what I'm selling.
Because you can make yourself look very good in makeup. That's going to be like, hey, this woman's walking the walk. Even if they actually aren't going to be able to look that good, it's still like a selling point. Who are you going to take watched her when she was getting her 100,000 views.
Yeah.
Was doing things like that for wigs. But again, like, would you rather watch Betty wash them, tell you how to put on a wig, and Grace Thorp say, this mascara is going to make your skin look tighter and firmer. But again, like, I'm not telling you to do makeup. All I'm saying is think.
But I'm just asking, like, in this example, okay, I understand you can do a multitude of things, but let's say I was posting videos. Where does the money come from?
Okay, once your videos are getting a lot of views, companies will even reach out to you. But even if they don't reach out to you, you can start reaching out to them and say, hey, Revlon. Because they want this market too. And I didn't really go into the red pill. This is a very big talking point of red pill. Have you ever seen the female delusion calculator?
Yeah.
And the cat food, Roll Toss says he's going to buy stock in cat food and whatever else. There aren't enough men who want to get married for all the middle-aged women who want to get married. They told themselves, get the job, get the money, get the husband later after you've done all your things to make your career. And the guys that have gotten in their career are like, I don't really feel like having kids and a family. I'm all done. See you later. And so these women, it's a very competitive market because they're all chasing after very few men. And so the one with the least saggy eyebrows and the least, eyelids or whatever, like, they just feel like I want this. I've wanted this my whole life. I want to have a family and I want to have a husband. And so I'll spare no expense. I need to look better to get somebody because I'm looking at an empty nest for the rest of my life if this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. And again, it's mean to exploit people in that position because most of them won't get that husband.
Sure.
But it is like, it's good business. That's exactly the point. Just try to do what's good business, not what's funny or quirky or pay your bills. You know, and then if the bills are paid,
that's a harsh truth.
once your bills are paid, you can be quirky and funny and and you can do whatever you want because your bills are paid. But
do you feel like you've done that in your life?
I am comfortable. I always think like, okay, so
do you like construction? Or
I love it. I wish I could do it my whole life.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to realize this isn't an old man's game. Okay, I can still lift walls. I can still do things. You know, I might beat Jeremy in a physical competition. I maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I do realize nobody beats Father Time. I need to find ways to make money that don't involve me being out there to get out there and lift and work with the rest of the young guys. Eventually, it's going to catch up with me. And so that's why, like, I love the feeling. Like, I should show you, like, I know I don't explain about what I do, but I show up with a cellar hole and I leave with a finished house. And especially the first few days when you go from like having nothing but a hole in the ground, your roof's on, and like when you do it, that part goes quick because it's you can get a lot done quickly, and then the finished stuff takes forever. But it's so fulfilling. It's like you've built this yourself. I don't know how to explain it, but I love it. I really love it, and I love sharing that part. Like, I love being able to, like, I want people to be able to have their own house. Everyone's like, oh, I can't do it. I'm not smart enough. I'm not. Give me a million excuses.
Yeah.
A trained monkey can do most of it. Sure. I can help you with the parts that are. There's a few things that if you get this wrong, you're gonna have an unsafe house, or like you're gonna, there's things that you have to do right.
Yeah.
But 97% of it can be done by any high school kid. You teach him how to read a tape measure, a saw, and he can cut all your studs for your own house.
It's manual labor, yeah.
But I do, and so that's where I feel like I could get more money. So I don't like telling you be like just grab the money because I've made decisions that have cost me money to take care of my dad, to hire my brother, to do things like to help you. I'm not making any money with this. I don't know. I haven't even tried to count how much I've lost coming down here and doing stuff for you. But I like that too. If I saw you be successful, like, I would be so happy. Like, I would just feel like if you could turn, like, you know what I'm saying? I know your family, you're like not close, but like if your whole family could be like set for life because of what try because they don't have the 80-mile-an-hour curveball. You know, they're just never going. There's nothing I can do to help these people.
Yeah.
It's just hopeless. They should have done something else with their lives. But anyways, yeah, that's. I feel like I'm giving you advice I've taken. But
You give me advice, what?
that I have taken. I seek out
No, I was
millions.
just wondering.
I work for
I was
millions.
just wondering if you.
Because they're better than broke people. I've worked for broke people, and it's like they complain more and they expect more, and they don't always pay you.
Right.
And like millionaires can be that way, but at least they pay you.
It seems smart.
I don't know. I feel like I'm just. I don't know.
I was just wondering if you felt like you do things that you don't want to do to get money.
No, I try not. I try to, especially anything that I feel like compromises me is my integrity. Like I have taken losses on jobs.
Yeah.
To keep my word. Like I told you, like look at my hair. I thought maybe we would do something with Jeremy or whatever with the hair. That's why I grew it like that.
Yeah.
I told you that I'll get shaved. I'll shave it off, and if I want to do that content with Jeremy, I'll grow it back. You know? Yeah, you have to keep it. That's why I feel like I don't want to just say grab money, get money, but I'm just saying that has to be the main for a business. If you're not making money, you don't have a business. It's a hobby.
True.
Yeah, that's all. And like I said, that's the most frustrating thing about it. I just wish you could be more successful and want to be more successful.
Yeah. Well, I can see how that would be frustrating.
I feel like you're just yupping me. That's what they say. Is like
I can see it. I mean,
when multi people come
listening
around,
to what you're saying.
you just say yup. I feel like that's I don't know. Well, let's say we'll actually speak about it works. If you really feel that way, I'll watch. I'll see what happens. You're smart. You're definitely smart enough to come up with something proper. Like I have no question.
The makeup tutorial thing, I just don't really see a way.
And that's not some things aren't going to work for you. Some things that work for other people aren't going to work for you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's enough things that you could do that are making a lot of money that wouldn't be compromising, that would fit your gifts. You know, and that's the other thing that like when I got mad about you telling women, especially younger girls, to give blowjobs. I just feel like, is this what you're gonna do with like the gifts God gave you?
Right.
Bailey, I never want to talk to you again. That's such a waste of the abilities God's given you.
Sure. I can see how you can say that.
Yeah, I mean that's the way I felt at the time. But I thought about it and I was like, again, like there's extenuating circumstances. There's things that like I shouldn't just come to a snap judgment like that. So, you know, I still think you're wrong. I still think like if you ever want to talk about that, I do want to understand better why you would think that. But I'm not gonna like throw away like you suck at it as a person. I never want to, because you took a different position in the debate than I did. You know, I still believe what I believe strongly, but I'm like I do think I should have been I given a little more grace about that. Like, you know.
Yeah, and I said I overreacted. Yeah, it was it was a tricky debate to make. Christian dating in 2025. It's a tough case on both sides. Chastity or loosening up a little.
If I ever get to the point where I like trust you to even to show you pictures of my family, I have some nieces that are about the same age as you.
Oh, please don't pull me over for speeding. Oh my God, I don't think I'm speeding.
Is that lights behind you?
He's not bad.
Okay. And like I just thought about if you were saying this to them, I would punch you right in the face. You know?
Yeah.
And that just made me like, if this is where you're using the gifts God gave you, then I know your dad's like burning hell. Like sometimes he just gets so mad at people. He's like burn forever in hell. Like that's sort of the anger that I was like, this is wrong. But again, I'd rather like.
How do you think I did in the debate?
I think everybody was just like, okay, maybe because that's my perspective. This isn't Grace Thorp saying this is a Christian version now. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And but again, like that's because I leaned that way. I probably noticed those comments more than other people. Like there might have been points where like I missed where you did something really good. I kind of felt like, so what I was worried about is if you actually convince people, especially young girls, to go out and like engage in acting with God, it tells them not to. It says you're better to have a millstone. You'd be better off to be dead than to do that. And so I'm like, are you really like gonna spit in God's face like this? But I feel like,
you're kind of trying to say like,
but I feel
you're
like,
endangering your soul. I get that.
But I feel like you did such a poor job. Nobody really took it seriously. That like, I don't think you put anybody's soul. I wouldn't have, if I was a young girl watching it, I wouldn't have been like, I'll do what good Grace Thorp says. I just felt like enough people were just like, no, this is not a Christian teaching. I'm sorry, this is not a Christian teaching. So,
yeah, no, a lot of people, the chat was not on my side for sure with that one.
But again, like, okay, here's where I gave you some grace, is because if you honestly believe it's a worse sin to masturbate than for two people to masturbate, or essentially, like, to me, it's like you're involving another person in your sin. That's even worse. But I'm saying, if you legitimately believe that, like the Bible talks about how some of those themes think to be sin, like you're wrong to teach otherwise. If you think God has taught me that this is the right way, then you'd be wrong to not argue that. Like, again,
there is invincible ignorance. Like, if you just are wrong about something, but you mean it in a good way, it's
God
not like
knows.
you're going to,
And
like,
so that's sort of like,
punished.
that's what sort of changed my like harsh take to be like, okay, if she thinks this is God's will and she's teaching it as God's will, it might be horrible heresy, but I'm not gonna like say like I never talk. I hate you. You're a terrible person.
Right.
Like there is a rationale. I should have given more grace. That's all I'm saying. I was like, fuck you, ban me. Never let me. I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Well, people get. I get it. You take your faith seriously. I wasn't trying to make a mockery of the Christian faith, but I could have said it better, perhaps. I was trying to be pro-sexual and pro-Christian, and sometimes those two things can be.
Okay, but even giving you grace, I definitely still think you're wrong. I'm like, you don't go against every single church father. There are people who do that today. They're called. There's a guy in Oklahoma. My dad used to listen to him, and he says every church father was a heretic. And I'm like, you're like, this is not Christianity. If every Christian ever who lived on the earth says you're wrong, then this is. So that's sort of the way I felt about your argument. I'm like, you know better. You might and that's why I got sort of like mad, because like she does know better. Everybody knows better. So like if she's teaching, you could
think that. I think I was sincere,
and that's why I'm sorry. That's why I'm sorry.
I find that a lot of Christians are oddly anti-sexual, and I do think sex is a gift from God, and so we should try to be more pro-sexual.
But he says it's a gift in marriage. In every other context, it's not. It's not.
Right, I understand, but like I'm not going to condemn a gay person to hell because they're not married and they have gay sex.
We would differ a lot on hell too.
Well, I'm not going to condemn anyone to hell because I don't have that right.
No, but I think everybody, if you read the Bible, everybody deserves to be in hell. Everybody. All in sin and come short of the grace of God. It's a gift that you're not in hell. Like everyone's like, I deserve heaven, but doesn't understand the gospel. It's like we all deserve God's wrath and punishment. Every single one of us, the best of us, the absolute best. All the righteousness of men is.
Well, of course, we're all sinners.
Yes, and so anybody who says I deserve heaven, or he deserves heaven, or he deserved a chance, or he deserved, doesn't understand like how bad sin is, how bad it is that we choose sin over God.
That's true. Of course, we should all be grateful all the time, and any sin is a.
That's what I'm saying. It's so God is so
insult.
Good that any sin against him, he forgives, but he doesn't like gloss it over.
Did you get that wire?
Yeah, I don't know if Chad's probably doesn't even care at all what we're talking about.
No.
This would be better private conversation, but
can you lift up the battery pack?
Oh, sorry.
I just want to put it on my backpack.
But yeah, so I've heard you and your dad say like, how is God fair if these people go to hell? Or like, how is God fair if they don't go to hell?
Well, because people.
I have struggled with the eternality of it and all that stuff. But the more you understand the goodness of God, the more it makes sense. It's like if God is as good as He is, there's no bigger sin. Somebody loves you so much. Okay, it's like if you are mean to somebody who's mean to you. That's a sin. But if you're mean to somebody who loves you unconditionally, or just like that's what's so mad about you, like roughing up your mom. I'm like, that woman carried you in her room. I don't care. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know the story. That woman carried you in her room. She deserves more respect than you. That was just my snap judgment. And
understandable.
So, and so that's what I'm saying. If God gave every breath every good thing that you have, and loves you in ways that you could never even fully comprehend, and you're mean to Him, like that's definitely like one lifetime of punishment isn't like that's a big sin. You don't understand the bigness of sin if you think hell is unfair.
Well, if you think hell is unfair, you think God is unfair, and God can't be unfair.
Exactly, but an unbeliever or like a questioning person isn't going to buy that argument because they're not sure God is fair, you know. And so, you know, a lot of people stumble at that, and I've had, but yeah, the more I agree that hell is fair, and we all, every single one of us deserve it. What we don't deserve is to be forgiven, and so that's even a bigger miracle that God did say, "I forgive you."
Of course, I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, I've just heard you say things that I the way I understood them from your lips is that I would disagree with that. That's not such I think I could.
I disagree with what you just said.
No, I've heard you say things about like God wouldn't be just if all the, or maybe your dad said it, if all the Chinese people went to hell. I'm like, do you really understand what hell and sin is all about? Because that is perfect justice. That's what justice is that.
Well, I think he was saying that people don't know about Jesus.
I know, but
you go to hell if you don't accept Jesus.
That's what I'm saying is like you deserve.
How would that be fair?
But I'm saying that you don't deserve to hear about Jesus. You didn't deserve to have Jesus come. If God said, okay, say you are lost, and you know the only way for grace.
But I mean that's a ridiculous argument because like an aborted fetus doesn't hear about Jesus. Does it go to hell because it didn't accept Jesus Christ as its Lord and Savior?
People will be mad at me for this, but if in doubt, I would say people believe in divine, like maybe that God could imply, but you're born and conceived in sin. The default setting is you deserve hell. Even babies, like we've all fallen into this fallen state through Adam, through our own choices. Like the default setting is hell is what we all deserve.
True.
So if we don't get it, that's the injustice.
But if God gives gifts, I understand He gives different gifts to people, but if He sends some people to hell for no reason when other people go to heaven.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. There isn't anybody that goes to hell for no reason. Everyone goes to hell because they deserve to.
Well, I would say an aborted fetus goes to hell. I mean, if those fetuses go to hell.
A lot of Protestants and people will say, even babies, they say before the age of accountability. But the only reason I kind of like stumble at that is that undermining? Are there two ways to get to heaven? Is there the gospel that Jesus died to pay for your sins and be killed as a baby? Because if that's the case, why don't we just kill every single baby? Because they'll go straight to heaven. No hell. Hell is done. Hell's out of business. We killed all the babies. Like I'm saying, bad theology leads to bad doctrine, leads to bad results. And so like I
do know that there's something about like that those babies or not even aborted fetuses, but like let's say like whatever children who die when they're 2 years old or 1 year old or 6 months old, that they sort of go to a sort of limbo place. I'm not sure what the exact theology on that is.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just they want to believe it, so they make things up. But I mean, again, a lot of solid theologians of Catholics, Protestants don't hold to that. They say babies go to heaven. All babies go to heaven. But I would
be inclined to think that.
Yeah, but I just don't understand how that doesn't logically conclude. Let's just kill them all. Let's just kill everyone. They're safe in God's arms. They'll never know any difficulty and problems of growing up.
Because killing babies is a sin. That's why.
But but rationally, I could say if I go to hell but save 1 million babies, isn't that the right thing for me to do?
No, the end never justifies the means. That's
that's a very good point. And like
that's why you don't. I mean, there are other reasons.
That's why I like you. You're smart, and that's why you need to have friends that you can bounce things off of because. Like I said, especially in streaming, you think of things that I wouldn't have. And so that is a very good point. But at the same time, like I do think if it undermines the gospel that there's multiple ways to heaven, then I tend to think it's not true. Because the gospel, the Bible is pretty clear that if there was any other way for us to be saved, God would not have given his son to suffer. If we could have been saved by blood, lambs and goats, or anything else, he would have done that. He did it because it needed to be done.
Yeah, right.
We're almost there. I guess not yapping.
Well, God is a very merciful Father.
And I mean, if we all
praise him for that.
If we could fully understand God, we would be God. God is obviously not us, and he does things in ways we don't understand, and we're never going to understand. So I do think a lot of the fighting and stuff about it is helpful. You know, if you're not doing it out of love, like you just want to be, I'm right and you're wrong. A lot of that does happen, and it's unfortunate. Where are we going?
It's right over there. Just didn't want to wake up Jacinda.
I'll get you.
It's so low. It's so late.
All right, I'm gonna go find my favorite place to stay, and I'm gonna count on you to coordinate.
Grab this.
Do you want? I'm gonna get in touch with Jeremy. I want to do something with him in the morning.
Yeah.
To go fishing or something.
Hold on 1 second. Let me undo this.
And then we'll just wait to hear from you as far as your stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on. Let me just make sure I have my stuff. Where's my selfie stick?
Sorry it didn't go as well.
Oh, no, it's not your fault.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Just give me 1 sec.
Oh, you gotta have this. You need that down, or you want to leave it there?
Yeah, I'll grab it. Oh, there it is.
In case something happens and I don't come back, you'll have to.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. Have a good night. Hey, is this yours?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Good luck.
I just wanted to say that I picked up on all your little insults during that trip and saying that I deserve to die and that I'm a slut. And I heard everything you said, and I think you're gonna go to hell. I despise you. I never want to see you again. Fuck off forever. Fucking cocksucker. Fucking cocksucker. The only reason I don't want to Jacinda. The only reason I didn't say that to his fucking face is because I was literally terrified. Driving like a crazy person. Felt like I was gonna get killed. He almost ran into someone. He slammed into 2 speed bumps. I swear to God, I'm calling the police if that fucking ever shows up again. Fuck you so much. Fuck you so much. Fucking insulting perv. Jesus Christ above. Damn that man. Oh God. The fury. You fucking asshole. I literally didn't say it to him. I want you to know this. I didn't say that to his face because he started talking about how I deserve to die. I swear to fucking God, I'm not fucking around. I was terrified and I wanted to get home. Fucking psychopath. It was like Smith, but way worse.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ above. Damius, can I have a cigarette? I literally was scared. Fucking asshole. Oh, I could kill him. The only reason I didn't say any of that
I know,
while I was in the car, he was saying that I deserved to die. He kept amping it up. I'm in this car with him. I'm literally sitting there saying he could pull the emergency brake. He could change the gears.
He's got guns.
He's got guns.
Crazy, yeah. That's it.
Jesus Christ. That's it.
I know.
Never again. Call the police if you ever see him in this area.
No, I agree.
That was
They're all
psycho.
So crazy.
That was super, super psycho. I swear to God, when he was driving, he almost hit someone who was in the lane right next to us. And he was careening into speed bumps. And he started driving when there was a red light. Like, just started driving. And I was like, it's a red light.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's fucking crazy. He wanted to kill me.
Yeah.
He's fucking crazy.
Doesn't make any sense.
I literally have not felt in fear like that for a long time. And he's probably getting off to this. Like, he is a sick fuck. I'm not exaggerating, Dad. I thought that he was going to do something in the car when he started talking. That's why I changed my tone, because I was like having this argument with him. And then he started saying that shit. And I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. He started saying, like, you know, if you had said that to me, I would have punched you. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, I'm saying to myself, if this guy has these theological thoughts, I'm going on Discord 24/7.
I wish I'd kicked him right in the balls.
You have a captive, like
a captive female who's trying to get home. I should have taken the Uber, Damius. I'm sorry. You're always fucking right. Fucking, I swear.
Really sorry. I was like,
no, you have nothing to be sorry about.
When you got there, I was like, okay, she's definitely not gonna go back with OPC. That's why I was sending you this stuff for the buses and the trains, because I was like, okay, maybe Jeremy, but then that guy. It's like,
it's for my dad.
You can appreciate me as as someone to share a ride with.
I know it's funny, but like, Jesus Christ above, I'm literally glad I made it home safe. I don't...
I understand that's really difficult. It's like...
And I was like...
And then you say to yourself, like...
I was like, I'm overreacting.
This all kind of makes sense, right? It all adds up. You're just sitting... And I'm saying, like, there's no social skills here, right? There's no space being given. There's no, like... back and forth.
You should have seen the shift. Crazy. I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe because he started saying he was like, you know, it just, you know, you don't take my advice, and like it just, you know, it just makes me want to say fuck you. And I was like, oh, we're starting to swear, okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, and then I started easing off, and I was like, you know, maybe you have a point. Literally negotiating with a fucking terrorist.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it chill. Woo!
These people are crazy. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry.
Burn in hell, dude. Burn in fucking hell.
Like, it's weirdly aggressive.
It's aggressive. But it's like, I'm driving.
It's not super clear what's going on. Like, let's stick together for now, everybody. Let's get our cars registered.
Never
rides
again.
From offbeat, quirky. This is like the thing with Lalo, spending the night with Lalo. Again. It's like, I can't do this anymore. You're not going to let me sleep because you went to a gay bar and you can't deal with it.
Yeah, but that's not even close to what I just experienced. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean, similar in the sense you get trapped in these situations. Yeah. I mean, hopefully he'll overhear what we're saying and just say, like, I need to learn social skills. Like, this is a great wake-up call. But he won't.
He won't.
Social skills. You need to learn social skills.
Well, I'm glad I spit on him.
You did it the right way, though. That's what you do. Someone has you in a captive I was saying it in chat. I was like, I only blipped on a little bit towards the end, and I'm like, if you're in a captive situation, and you've got a lot of passion, you got to make sure that intensity is being matched by the interlocutor. Mm-hmm. If not, ease way fucking back. Mm-hmm. Ease way off the accelerator. Especially when it's a safety
he said I deserved
issue.
to die. He said I deserved to die. For my debate with Emmett. He said I deserved to die. And that was later on. That was...
Yeah, he's a very angry person. I've always found that to be true. And these casual references to like violence and like serial killers and stuff. It's like guns. It's tweaked.
That ride was not free.
Well, that Amtrak bitch.
That black lady could have saved my life. But no, she had to be a hard ass.
Well.
Yeah, you know how much you cost me? Save your money. Save your simp budget. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's like, it's not even a joke anymore. It's like, that was genuinely terrifying. And, you know, I get that it's funny, but like, that sucked so much.
I agree. Never again, Grace. We'll do that, okay? The Lord is telling us so. These situations, I understand how you can feel like I encourage them. I'm not going to encourage them anymore, though. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not blaming you.
No, but it's like good content. It's at the price of just like these horrendous people. I mean, they're all so crazy. They're like one step away from like, the problem is it's not so much that they're not so much like aggressive, but that they don't even care about their own lives. You know
I know. After
like
the skate park should have been the red flag.
Like
guy, he could have died, and he didn't
really
care
about living.
The Jeremy thing was fake. I didn't actually care. The Ruby thing was mostly fake. I didn't actually care.
That was good.
That was real.
I really appreciated that.
Well, I was just hamming it up. I wasn't actually angry at him. What do I care about him standing up for me? I didn't expect him to. But that thing with OPC.
You gotta have the space. But Jeremy was doing it too. He's like, he's not giving you enough space, but like you trust him. But
yeah, I mean, it's like he's following me in public. Okay, whatever. Like, no, whatever. I'm just gonna play this game. But
you can't get into dangerous situations.
The OPC thing, it wasn't cool. It wasn't safe. It just wasn't. It wasn't safe because the whole thing started out with him driving, and I told you guys he's driving like a tweaker, and I don't trust him. And he almost hit someone. I swear to God, he went into a lane, and there was a car right there, and he stopped just before he hit him. Yeah. And then he stopped at a red light and started driving while it was red, and then he hit 2 speed bumps full on, and I was like, "This is speed bump, speed bump, speed bump."
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's just how he rolls, but like, there's a reason there's no one else in the car ever, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I promise we'll never do that again. These fuckers in chat who say like, go do something, go do this, go do that. I don't care what you think about me. You can call me a rapist, but I'm not. I'm just not gonna allow it.
I'm not gonna blame it on chat. It's just that got to a level that it's like not cool. Not cool. I mean, even the shit talking, calling me a slut, whatever, like, whatever, OPC, go jerk off to somebody. I don't care. Somebody else, I cost you money, whatever. I don't care. We could shit talk back and forth, but like, saying I deserve to die and that you would punch me if I said something to your family, it's like, nah, dude, not okay.
It's crazy.
Not fucking okay.
Well, since you're all amped up, I can talk with him.
With him?
If he wants to, yeah.
What, outside?
No, like on the phone. I don't.
You can do what,
and I do think it can be a wake up call. But why don't I call him?
Sure. Oh, your iPad died. I see.
There's a charger in there.
I got one in my backpack. I'll just give it to you.
I think it has a lot to do with, I don't know what to say. I do understand, like, women being, like, paranoid. It's so easy. And I'm not saying you were paranoid, but I'm just saying, do you know what I mean? You're right, in a certain situation, it's scary. And most men get it, you know?
I wouldn't have been that freaked out if he hadn't been driving like he wanted to, like, crash the car. That's, like, and I was like, okay, I need to drive because, like, you might kill us. I don't want you to get on the highway doing this.
Yeah.
And then when he was talking, I was like, oh, okay, we can have a back and forth, like, whatever. We got an hour and a half to kill. And then he started getting, like, really fucking intense about, like, what he wanted me to do. And I was like, this isn't...
There's not a lot of space.
It's not like a back and forth anymore. It's like he's getting angry.
You haven't done what I've told you to do.
Yeah, it's like serial killer fucking shit. And then I was like, okay, yeah. I literally said it. I was like, oh, maybe you're right. I should make a change. What do you think I should do?
No, I understand, but it becomes kind of like you're obviously trying to de-escalate a situation for your own safety.
That's literally what I was doing.
And he's not picking up on, like, courtesy has multiple roles it plays. One is in a, like, relatively dangerous situation to clue someone in to ease off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, hey, if you
just keep doubling down.
If you want to call him because, like, you're scared of what he might do, I get that.
I'm not scared of what he might do. I just think, like, the situation is over.
You can call him on Discord. I have no problem with that. I don't have any problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I just think, like,
but
it's kind of a public humiliation. It's tough.
Shit was fucking crazy.
I don't have a friend request. Well, you can do it.
Do it on my iPad.
Well, can't you do it as you on here?
Yeah, I could sign in, but sign in on mine. Well, it's different than just being on my iPad.
I don't. That's totally fine. Right.
I do want to de-escalate with him. It's fine if you want to.
I have no problem.
I just had to do that personally. I had to do that. I understand it was escalatory. I was considering different options. I was like, I could just walk in and deal with it tomorrow, but I needed to do that. Like, I just needed to do that. Like, he deserved that.
I just want to check in and say, we good here or what?
Well,
you probably won't answer.
Probably won't answer, yeah.
I mean...
Or you could call the cops if you feel nervous.
What am I going to call the cops about?
Just say...
I'm not really worried. I'm just saying, like...
I don't know what you'd say, actually.
I think there can be a little follow-up. It's fine. What's the problem?
I don't have a problem with it. All right. How far into the drive back were you completely freaked out? When he started getting angry that I hadn't done what he wanted me to do? Why didn't you get out of the car and call an Uber with all the money you made? Makes no sense. Because it was like 1:30. I wasn't sure where to pull over. I wasn't sure if I was going to get an Uber. I wasn't sure if that would make him mad. So I just didn't want to change the situation until I was home. I considered it. I considered just saying like, oh, let's get some food, and then getting to a public place and just saying like, I'm leaving and I'm not staying with you, and just going there. But then I was like, okay, well, what if the Uber's not available? I don't know. I just decided best case scenario, just he seems like he's okay. Just placate him until I get back.
How do you make a call?
Oh,
End it.
Yeah. No, I'm not meeting up with him tomorrow. Ever again. I wasn't even mad at him. Like, I was grateful that he picked me up. And when he started doing, like, the driving crazy thing, I was like, all right, I need to drive. But whatever, maybe he's just wound up. Who knows? And then we were, like, talking, and I was like, okay, this is actually kind of wholesome. And we're just going to talk the whole way back. And then he started getting fucking angry about how I wasn't listening to his channel advice, and started saying like, you know, fuck you, and I was like, I just, you know, there's just a certain instinct you have where it was like, oh, we're not just talking anymore, like, he's angry. And then he started going into the sexual stuff, like, you whip your tits out, you whip them out, and I was like, I don't think I do that. And then he's, you know, and then he's like, I know you talk shit about me. And I'm like, oh, maybe this is some underlying anger. And then, you know, it just got more and more confirmed. And I started saying like, okay, yeah, maybe I should listen to your advice. And then as we got closer, he's like, you know, what you said about sexuality and Christians, like, you know, I think personally you should be killed for that. He, like, slipped that in there, and I was like, okay, I should be killed for that? And he was like, but, you know, I don't really think that because, you know, I think God forgives. And I was like, all right. Okay. And then he starts saying, like, you know, if you had given that advice to one of my family members, I would have punched you in the face. And it's like, whoa, buddy, all right. I don't mind the shit talking. I was even saying like, okay, he's being rude, but like whatever. Maybe he thinks like she's rude to me, I'll be rude back. And I was like, whatever. Go ahead, be rude. I can shit talk you later. But then it just got dark, and you know, I just was like, I actually don't. I just, this is crazy.
This is what I said to OPC. I said, hi, this has been, I saw that things ended badly with Grace. Happy to talk it out. She may have got things wrong. Is that okay to say?
Sure.
I said, Grace got freaked out because she lost confidence that you weren't prioritizing safety. and mutual respect. She may have vastly overreacted, but she had a strong emotional response and it triggered a violent reaction. It may have been a big misunderstanding, but she felt unsafe, perhaps irrationally. You think that's okay?
I don't think it's true, but you can
perhaps. I said maybe.
I don't care if you disagree with me.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that a lot of times a man will feel like a situation, they know that they're not gonna go off.
Yeah.
And so they can but like you have to establish trust with someone. Do you know what I mean?
So
like with Ava, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, like I was in a kind of wound up state, but I know I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But she may have felt like, let's not start with the gorilla pimping.
Yeah.
Because like I don't, really trust you.
Sure.
Which was totally fine.
Yeah.
And but I didn't really have any, you know what I mean? Like I didn't have this like long stand. I think I understand how social skills work. You let the person know, like, okay, I'm going to give you some space.
Mm. Sure, I can see how she would feel like that.
But
you knew you weren't going to do anything.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, like maybe he drives like that, and he's actually a really good driver. And it's just that he doesn't. I don't know, but how would you know that, right? I understand that, like,
there's no way he drives like that and is a good driver.
Well, if you're used to, okay, well, obviously he's alive and he drives, so.
No, he was letting me know he's unstable. You don't start driving at a red light. He saw it. He was doing something to freak me out.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, obviously, unless he's just very, very lucky, he doesn't know how to drive.
Right, that's actually my point.
But some people, wait a second.
Sorry,
hold on
go ahead.
a second. Some people have a driving style that and I'm not saying this is the case. Some people have a driving style that they're just not used to driving with others, so they'll like hit the brakes relatively hard or super accelerate very quickly.
Mm.
And obviously
veer into other cars and other lanes.
I don't know the circumstances,
Well,
I
believe he knows how to drive. I'm saying he did it on purpose.
It also could be that just like him having you there, like it or whatever, the social interactions, like just wigged him out.
It could be.
Like that he really didn't intend to do that. But it also, I do believe people can use like incompetence to kind of put you in a situation of fear. And I do think there is some evidence from the, tricycle thing that it's like,
yeah,
I really don't understand what the thinking was there. But I mean, I don't think he was trying to do anything to you and not to himself, but maybe he doesn't really have that firm of a grasp of just, self-protection. I do think there are people who are, looking for a way to go out, let's say, don't realize it and don't act like they care about their own lives. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong. I can very much understand you having that response, but what I'm saying is like, I don't know, like when you go, sometimes right in the moment, you're experiencing a lot of the sirens going off.
Yeah.
And that's good. Good for you. Good.
Yeah.
They should go off. But maybe there was an explanation. Like with Jeremy, when you were at his house, you may have gotten it right that like this guy's kind of being a psycho on purpose.
I didn't
when you
think
were
he
in
was
Seattle.
being a super psycho. I thought he was
Well,
just
maybe
not
he
reading
was.
the room.
Okay, but like, again, but like, you're not reading the room, and also you're here alone with a female that you barely know. Like, you're going to give the person a lot of space. And if you're not reading the room and it's a situation like that, it's natural that someone who is not really like capable of defending, the weaker person would be like, okay, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you were in danger, but like, you want to give yourself a good buffer. It's absolutely great. That's no problem. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that's great.
You're saying he may not have intended to make me feel that way.
There are women who get in cars with guys who are shit-faced drunk, right? That's stupid.
Sure, yeah.
And you go, well, he must know what he's doing. Well, that's stupid. If you know what I mean? You have to be like, I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck. You know, how many times you tell me, like, I do this all the time or whatever, right? Because
yeah.
What are you going to say when it happens? You know, you just got to protect yourself, right?
Yeah.
And it could be stressful when you feel like, I don't want to be in this situation.
Yeah.
And this guy's not, this other person I can't really communicate with. I'm being polite. I'm trying to like get this person to act more calm, and they keep mistaking that as, you know, like an invitation to keep ramping it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're not getting the social cues. That's why social skills are very important.
Well, he may not have wanted to do anything, but I believe he, whether he knew it or not, wanted, like, he was intimidating me. And
well,
I'm just
remember
saying,
we were on the train, like we were on the train back from Boston, our worst IRL ever.
Yeah.
And then ironically, as soon as we turned the phone off, this guy started acting crazy.
Yeah.
Across the way.
Yeah.
And he started talking, and I wasn't really responding, but I was keeping an eye on him, and he knew it.
Yeah.
And he just kept going on and on about how, like, if there's going to be a fight, I'll fucking fight. It's going to go down. And it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then we got up and went to another car.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend started talking about that he doesn't have a knife or something, right? That he's starting to talk about a knife. He doesn't have a knife.
Yes.
Was he in fact a dangerous person? I don't think so. I think he was just a person who has mental illnesses that was looking for attention. But how the fuck would we know?
Right.
If someone's not exhibiting basic social skills, how do I know what they might be capable of?
Right.
These are warning signs that it's going off the rails.
Right. Okay. So you're saying he may
I'm not saying
have
I
actually been
overreacted
dangerous.
because I was ready to get up and punch that guy's head right off his fucking torso.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to do that.
Right.
If he made a move.
Right.
So.
What does that have to do with OPC? You're saying he may not have actually been dangerous?
You're saying, like, am I wrong? Well, obviously, you should always act with conservatism. You know what I mean? Like, you should, in situations that are dangerous. If you're on a plane and someone's acting like a tweaker.
Yeah.
And, you know, and he's Muslim, you know, you're right to say, like, I can't wait for this fucking plane to get down, right? Because maybe he's just fooling around because, like, whatever. He's trolling the whole Muslim thing. But if he starts acting a little crazy, maybe it's just his way of being antisocial or pushing back against being whatever. What do they call it? Profiled. But, and there's really not much you can do. But when the plane lands, you're going to say, I wish I could fucking, I want to kill that fucking guy. It doesn't mean you're wrong to have that response.
So what's the controversy? I think you're agreeing with me. I don't know if OPC was actually going to do
don't
anything.
think
I doubt it. But
it's just like me and Lalo. I'm not putting myself in that situation again. You do think that someone who's 50 years old, a white guy from Maine, is going to be like a pretty like good driver.
Right.
But, you know, these people on the internet, a lot of them have screws loose. I mean, like, look at Ruby, right? It's like amazing. We spent the night in hotel rooms with her. I mean, she's crazy. She's absolutely batshit crazy. And there's nothing wrong with it. I understand you're saying, like, am I wrong to feel that way? You're not wrong to feel that way. He should have cut the shit.
Yeah, I mean...
He should have, like, recognized that you were just, like, kind of going, like,
Yeah.
And you don't start, like, when you're in a dark, you know, closed space that's dangerous... start throwing out swears if you don't swear normally, and talk about killing and all that. He always does that.
Yeah.
He likes doing that. Do I think he's really a dangerous person? Probably not. But he likes scaring people. I think that's what he likes doing.
That's why I told him to go fuck himself.
That's why...
Because he intimidated me.
That's right. Like, when he brought, like, live animals to you, it's like, what are you doing, right?
Yeah.
And when sometimes we were in places and he just shows up and knocks loudly on the RV out of nowhere, like in a thunderstorm, it's like, what are you doing? You know?
Right.
But at a certain point, it's quirky.
That's my point, yes.
And then in another situation, it's kind of like not okay. And it's very stressful. I think you're very stressed.
Yeah.
And he... You know, I don't know what, like, maybe I do think he likes getting attention, being kind of crazy.
I agree. So maybe I gave him what he wanted, but I felt that sort of animal instinct that, like, I am in danger, this guy is not safe to be around. He's getting more and more sort of, like, amped up. And I just want to soothe him.
It's like
so
with
that
Smith's the same thing.
Yeah. No, but it's not even close to Smith.
He was getting crazier and crazier.
Smith was pretty crazy.
Smith was super crazy. I was like, get the fuck away from this guy.
Yeah.
This guy, you know, like with OPC 9, I've never seen him do anything violent.
No, I agree.
Like,
that's why
Smith
I'm always like,
yeah,
what's the big
he's a
deal?
skinny little beta male, but like, who knows if he's got a knife in his back pocket? Like, I mean, no, that's not true. OPC Don never, like, looked into the camera and said, like, hey, Ben, I'm here with your daughter. You know what I could do to her? Like, fuck.
No, that's true. No, that was crazy.
Not true.
That was wild. No, that he didn't do that. No.
But I understand you're experiencing, like, a lot of, like, stress and frustration from that experience. Yeah. And I think the thing to do is, like, to really say, like, okay, I'm not going to put myself in situations like that again.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the thing is, if I had a car, I could have just come and picked you up.
Right. It's, you know, it's...
But, I mean, you were on the stream, so it's like, yeah, but if you get the sense someone's, like, sort of, I don't know if people felt like, okay, when the tricycle thing happened, he smashed his head down there, it's like, oh, well, we should have learned that this guy's not really all that safe, you know?
Yeah. Didn't I tell you before we did this whole thing, right after we made the plans, I said to you, Dad, you know what, I just think that OPC giving me a ride is kind of something I'm not super comfortable with. And you were like, I think we were both like, yeah, he's a little out there, but probably be okay.
Yeah,
we both thought that.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about the other day. It's like, these people are, I don't know what to say. Like, internet people, how crazy are they? They're pretty crazy, but they're also rarely. like criminal crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like death crazy. But probably driving and transportation is something we should make sure that we're literally in the driver's seat, even though in that case you were in the driver's seat, but it's, I don't know.
Yeah, and he was saying things like, you know, this car hasn't had any problems yet. And it's just like, okay, dude, I'm not fucking with it. We're driving at 65 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Can you not say shit like that? Like, I could have punched him right there.
Just as the thing, Grace, you can always, you know, just say like, I really need to go to the bathroom, and just end it at that gas station, and just say like, I'm not going any further.
Of course.
You should know, like, that's not a big deal to do.
I was considering that.
You know, you just go into the clerk and you go like, this is where it ends, you know, like, we'll talk some other time. I just can't.
I know that.
You know what I mean?
That.
And then if he doesn't get that clue, just tell the clerk to call the police, because there is this thing that, I don't know what you call it. I get how guys are like, look, you know what I mean? Like Jeremy following you. It's like, he's a little weird in that way.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, this is like probably harmless, whatever. I'm on
He should have
stream.
given
What's
you
he
some
gonna
more
do?
space. Well, of course he can do things.
I know, but it's like, I just read the situation a certain way. I was like, he's just, I don't know, he's just fucking around.
You gotta, as a guy, like, give someone, even though you're like kind of playing it up, it's not as free of an experience for you as it is for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but it also is dangerous for him, because you can, you know, turn on him and say like, give me some literal fucking space, dude.
Right. But that wasn't really a big deal.
Yeah, but you know, like, different people have different places where they need to, whatever, get some space, and it's okay. You just, you know, it's like this kind of torture situation. It's like a dangerous situation. You feel like it's escalating, and there's no easy way to just like get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I did know, like, okay, if I like, just like, roo, like, he starts, like, fiddling with something, it's like, okay, I'm going to the next exit. But it didn't get to that point, but I did feel like it got to a point where it was warranted to say, like, go fuck yourself.
Let's just, like, maybe set some rules, you know what I mean? So that just doesn't happen again.
No rides.
Don't put yourself in a situation where you're gonna get stranded if an internet crazy, you're just not feeling like it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, what a crazy day. W stream though.
Yeah. I think we pay too high of a price for the content when it's like that level.
Yeah, well, that one was
especially
bad.
Some women might feel comfortable in situations like that. I just don't think you're used to being around people who are like pretty unstable.
No.
And I don't think you know how to handle them. I frankly don't know either.
It was a lot better than Boston. I know, but like that was especially like up until that point, I was like, okay, it's kind of crazy, you know, but like whatever. It's like, did I eat a poop fry? I don't know. Her brother's texting me, whatever. It's just like shenanigans, mostly. Yeah. But then at that point, I was like, I can't express to you or chat enough. Like I was like, I've never really been in a situation where I have to placate someone for fear of like violence, like whether that was legit or not, the fear was there.
I felt similar. Like I understand it's different, but I felt similar with Lalo. It's like I can't fucking sleep here tonight, you know?
Yeah.
And it's 4 a.m.
Right.
And so I can't get a hotel at 4 a.m.
Right.
So it's just like, I gotta get out of here, because what the fuck, you know?
Right.
I don't know what this guy's doing. And he was raring to create a violent situation when he got back from the gay bar. And if that guy that he decided to pick a fight with had decided to go there,
Yeah.
I mean, I would have stepped back and been like, well, I'm not intervening, but I don't know if the guy had a gun or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you get hit in the crossfire. I think what happens is you correctly have an internal sense, like, I need to be wound up here. Mm. And then afterwards, when the danger is past, you calm down, but that doesn't mean you were wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
But you calm down and you go like, okay, that probably wasn't, statistically speaking, very dangerous. But, you know, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have gotten in the car. No, you know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah.
Good, yeah. You should have a strong sense of self-preservation. You know? Yeah. It's a really good sign. Like, I love living and not
I want to live.
I don't want to be in a car crash.
I want to live.
Someone who doesn't seem to have the same point of view. All right.
I'm a day person. Yeah. I mean, there was even a point where he started saying, like, I feel like you're yupping me. And I was like, oh, no. I'm tired. And I was like, Jesus, this guy never stops.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I feel like you're yupping me.
I think he's a deeply angry person who's not dealing with his anger. And those people, like, is not in touch with his anger.
Yeah.
And those people can become extremely crazy.
I mean, I guess
under stress.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying, like, if he acts tough, he thinks that he'll impress you. Like, maybe he was trying to do like a Ben impression, but I don't really see it.
It's just crazy. It's crazy.
I don't really see it.
It's just crazy because, hey, look, you got ideas about algorithms? Go on fucking Discord. You can go 24/7 and sit there on Discord and talk about it. Why are you... We've already told you, like, we already heard this bullshit from you a million times, and we obviously have no interest and never will. And everyone in chat laughs at you. Like, what do you think's going to happen now that's any different? No one thinks you are successful in any of your things you do. It's always the same routine.
Yeah.
And you're delusional. I mean, you're literally sort of delusional. No one thinks you have a...
Did you hear his idea for what I should do with my channel?
Makeup tutorials.
For middle-aged women. Because they want to look like me.
Right. It's crazy.
Oh, man. I mean...
But you can see even from the the hair, you know, it's like no one has a beard that looks like that. Like, what did you do? It looks crazy. And then he shaved the sides of his head and slicked his hair back. What are you doing? Like, what is that? You look like you're trying to be someone in like a death metal band who's like the drummer or something.
It's
like
really just strange.
You're not communicating with others. You're
the
like
hair.
Kaczynski.
Yeah.
You're doing a Kaczynski thing, but you mask it.
Head to toe Nirvana merch should have been a red flag.
Well, I don't know. You know, if he wants to talk to you about your debate, why didn't he pop in after the debate? Why didn't he say, like, I'd like to have a debate or a follow-up debate with you? Why do it in a car and then throw in things like I would have punched you in the face? Like, that's...
That's not even the crazy. He said,
do that on Discord.
He
Discord
said,
is all about people doing that.
He said I deserve to die for what I said. He just threw that in there. I think you deserve to die for that.
That's literally the quote.
Literally. He literally said that. He was like something like, it was some kind of point, like, I personally think because young girls are looking up to you and like they may be watching that, and if you tell them that, I personally think you deserve to die. He said something like that. I swear to God, he said that. He literally, he said that.
It's creepy behavior. He's like, I don't know, it's like what Dahmer did in the jail cells, like, you know, making the food look like a carcass or something, and then they killed him.
No,
he was creeping them out.
Well, because like at first I'm like, oh, it's a back and forth, he's talking about Ruby, and then I start to realize like, oh, he sounds like a serial killer who's like, you didn't listen to what I told you to do.
Yeah, right.
You didn't listen to me, and it's so frustrating to be telling you what to do, and you just don't do it, do you? And it just, you know, if Jeremy wants to die, that's okay. And maybe you just want to lose too. I'm sorry, I missed the subs. Hold on. I don't have any mods telling me what subs I'm getting.
I need some food, Grace.
Sorry. Well, what were the subs? I can't see them. I'm starving too. I was hungry. I was talking with him and I got hungry again. Because I was like, you know, relaxed. No way it was 50 subs. You're joking. There were no subs. Damn it. Whoopsie.
Whoa.
Sorry. Check Cash App. Okay, yeah. Food. Deserve to die for what? For telling girlfriends that sometimes giving your boyfriend a blowjob is better than leaving him blue-balled. That was my point. I guess I deserve to die for that. Okay, hang on. There is no Cash App. Why am I getting dono trolled?
I think there's something about Maine. There wasn't enough like genetic variety.
Yeah.
For too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it made people. It's funny, like Maine as a state has never really made anything happen, and I think it's just like, I don't know, bottleneck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Not enough sunlight. But I mean, I'm happy to follow up, but I just don't think he's going to follow up because, you know, there's the problem when you don't exercise social skills. You get smacked.
Yeah. I don't regret it a bit. I don't regret it a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if he wasn't actually going to hurt me. He was acting like maybe I'll do something crazy because you're not listening to my ideas.
Yeah, sure. No.
And saying things like, you deserve to die.
Why didn't you have the light on?
Because I was trying to focus on the road, and I was like, the light's behind our heads, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to draw. I don't want any more stimulation. I just want to focus on the road.
I mean, he's obviously a deeply disturbing person. No one responds to a Zen pouch like that. You're just looking to... I don't know. It's just like you have no sense. I don't know what you're just throwing yourself at.
I mean, he could have. I believe he. I believe he was somewhat nauseous after that, but wasn't it a bit melodramatic? Yeah, it was.
Well, it's just, you know, there are dignified ways to. There are dignified ways to handle a minor thing, and then there's that.
Yeah.
Which is, that's like relatively harmless, but it does give you an indication there's something wrong here.
Yeah. No, and the homemade gun for Ruby. I mean,
It just doesn't make any sense.
I don't really
It's kinda
care,
funny
but
and quirky, but like, why does every single time we get together there has to be literal ammunition and a weapon?
because it's how he gets attention.
It's just not our thing.
Yeah.
So why keep bringing guns to like people's homes that we're staying at and saying like, you can use this to pop balloons? It's like, yeah, but it seems crazy to shoot guns on someone's property that you're just staying at
Right.
to camp.
Right.
Don't you understand that? Well, anyways,
Well,
we just have to have like
quite the day.
clearer boundaries, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like plan B kind of stuff.
Yeah. And if he comes back here with an axe, well, then I was right.
Does there always have to be an axe? You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you're kind of doing the serial killer vibe, don't you want to downplay that, not upplay it?
No guns should be on the new boundaries.
Go do it to Ruby. Go do it to Ruby. She'd love it. You guys can chase each other around with axes, knives, blenders, hamsters, turtles, whatever. You're perfect.
Yeah. Great breakup. No, I'm not doing this. He said that if he had introduced me to his family and I had made the point about the blowjobs or whatever it was, that he would have punched me in the face. Which, like, is a really weird point to make. Anyways, the whole thing is bizarre. So you're not going to take OPC's advice then? Well, I don't think I'll be
Let's do some
making
makeup tutorials.
makeup tutorials for middle-aged women.
What's a makeup tutorial for middle-aged women?
I guess, like...
Other than a makeup tutorial, just a makeup tutorial?
Oh, I mean, there are different looks you can do, and you can say,
What
like,
would
if
you
you
know
have...
about the strategies of makeup for middle-aged women, other than saying, don't do what Ruby does?
I don't know. I think maybe he was trying to say I look middle-aged. Maybe there were so many insults in what he was saying. It's outrageous, but, like, that's not even the crazy part. But, like, he deserved what I did just for all the insults. Like, it was unbelievable. If you listen back, we should go through it. It's, like, one after the other of just these, like, nasty little insults about my body and being a slut and sexualizing myself. He's got serious fucking problems. I mean, but, like, I was like, okay, whatever, I'll let him talk his shit. That's not what I did it for. It was, like, the actual fear. But, like, that stuff sucked, too. You know what I mean? I'm a slut.
Yeah, but...
You're a 50-year-old
The
fucking
problem,
virgin.
it's not the problem saying that stuff, but you weren't in a space where you could really say, like, hey, that's kind of rude.
No, exactly. Exactly.
So
right.
you waited until you got in this kind of captive, weird space.
Exactly.
Because obviously, this is like it is like a weird kind of, I'm going to capture someone and then it's like, I'm going to really, I don't know what, gain control or something?
Yeah. It was like, I'm going to be your daddy now. The vibe was crazy. He's never gone that far before. Anyways, there's only so long you can...
I mean, really the answer is listen to Reptilian Richard Ramirez.
And Damius.
He always is right.
Damius said, get the Uber. And Reptilian said, something really off about OPC. And those two, They're usually right.
Or I would just say, don't put yourself in. I just make, whatever.
Don't, if you're gonna, look, it does reflect on me somewhat, because, like, if you're gonna meet up with somebody who you think is kind of kooky, don't put them in a position of power, and that's, that's fair to say, like, well, why would you do that? I did mean to get the train back, but, whatever.
I just think overall you could say, all right, that may have been prudent overall, but I just with Lalo, like, I'm just not doing that with that guy again.
Yeah.
I think we have, I was saying this to you before, I think we're overly generous in our estimations of other people.
Well, perhaps
we should be more realistic.
Yeah, like, way more realistic.
Because our thing is like, well, I don't want people to feel like we're better than them.
Yeah.
But we are.
Yeah.
We are. Way, way superior. It's not just a joke.
In terms of, like, literally wanting to stay alive or not. Even on a base level. I just want to say, perhaps I will take OPC's advice, because he suggested to me that I stop having low self-esteem and stop letting people shit all over me.
Yeah.
And stop talking to people who just want to hurt me. So, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. You're the first step. Never again. Hashtag never again.
Yeah.
Never again.
I mean, if he pops up on the panel, whatever, but like, I just don't really think he super crossed any line, really. But he rode it in a certain circumstance. Too close. Do you know what I mean?
I think saying you deserve to be killed is crossing the line. No, I disagree.
In that circumstance, it is, but if someone said that, you just say, what the fuck kind of thing to say is that?
Yeah, but in a situation where I can't say what the fuck kind of thing to say is
Right.
that, it's crossing the line. No, that's too far. We need to review this car ride, Grace. I hope the audio picked up, because that deserves a rerun. Hell Babies is crazy. Yeah. No, that's like totally like not super important when he started saying like.
And the fact like you weren't really able to respond to chat because you're driving his car, so you're not getting any kind of fresh air there. He never looks at chat.
Mm-hmm. No, you know what? He was reading chat. And I told him, like, you really don't have to do that. Because I was afraid that he would get angry if he kept reading it and got trolled. That was literally my thinking. I was like, dude, take a break from chat.
But he wants to do I don't know what he wants to do. He's always like, well, we should have a private conversation about that. And it's like, you have not picked up on the fact that we really, like, you have zero interest in having a private conversation with him.
Yeah. But the secondary thing of like him saying like, I think babies do go to hell. It's like, dude, no, I think hell's full of babies. I mean, he didn't say that, but like he was like, I just don't understand why people say babies go to heaven. It's just, I don't think it matches up. Like, okay.
I mean, there is a line of Protestant thinking like that.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, I just thought it was funny, like, as we were wrapping it up, that he's just, like, saying, like, I think babies, I don't think people should be so quick to say that babies go to heaven.
No, okay. It's crazy talk.
Was the Hell Babies comment provoked? No, I don't think so. He just started talking about how people think that people go to heaven and they really don't.
There's a super link between like this type of Protestantism and like serial killing, and it's true. A lot of these serial killers come from like southern backwoods, like ultra Protestant, crazy sort of dark Calvinism. It's a bad mix.
Yeah, it was Calvinistic what he was saying. It's like, you don't deserve anything, and God decides whether you go to heaven or not, and you should be fucking grateful. And if you go to hell, he may have just decided to send you there. You don't deserve heaven anyways. And it's like...
Right.
I mean, isn't that Calvinism?
Yeah, my dad will say things similar to that. And you realize, like, you can say, like, oh, well, there are different theological theories, but some of them are, like, psychopathic.
Yeah, that's psycho.
And when atheists say, like, if this is, you know, this is how I was taught who God is, and sounds like a psychopathic maniac, you would have to agree. Yeah, that's off.
Yeah, there's smoke.
And some juice, maybe?
Juice? Apple juice?
That is a form of juice.
Alright, I think we're going to end this stream. That was a good one. Thank you guys for watching. A wild day.
You did a great
Crazy
job.
from start to finish.
You did a great job with the restaurant thing. I thought it was good.
Oh yeah, you liked it?
You could actually literally put together a series of clips that absolutely make it look like that's what happened, given all the evidence.
Yeah.
I don't actually think it happened.
I sincerely doubt
and I don't think
that.
your brother appreciated, like, if he finds out, like, the larger stuff she said, I think he'd say, like, don't ever fucking do that again.
No, you're right about her brother, because I don't know if you were watching when
I saw you say
me.
the thing is, he was in on it in the sense that she was saying they're going to go to your place of work, go, like, be on their camera. He was in on it.
Are you sure?
That. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Ask Chet.
Okay.
He was definitely talking with her, and he went over and, like, he was going to do, like, a kind of...
okay, so it's like a cameo, sort of.
He was going to do a cameo, like,
Yeah.
that's my brother.
Right.
Which is totally fine.
Okay.
He was just going to, like, be in the back, and she, you know, like, that's what...
Okay.
But I'm really quite sure that he did not co-sign this kind of... let's put something in their drinks or their food.
I don't think
or
so,
tell
yeah.
them that or intimate that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Though when he used a fake name and all that kind of, it does kind of look like that.
It looked crazy at first.
No. I think what happens is her family tolerates her bullshit to some degree and are like, oh, I'm glad she's, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And then she takes it to this level that they're like, Jesus Christ, Aaron. You know?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, she put his...
You're going to get someone killed.
Does he... If he actually works there, like, she did put his job in jeopardy. I'm just saying, like, that was really stupid and, like, inconsiderate of her to do, especially if she asked him to, like, do a cameo.
And she did that, obviously, to some degree, I think, to fuck with him.
I think so, yeah.
Because she's hostile, because he left his living situation with her because she's just, you know, awful, an awful human being.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying.
I've never heard,
yeah.
I just never looked back, right? I mean, I've never heard him say, I don't think he likes what she does online. I think he thinks it's super unhealthy, which it obviously is.
Then why would he
his
go?
text to you was like, you know, I wish you guys wouldn't have this conflict. Of course, he doesn't really, I don't think, pays that much attention. No one in her family pays any attention to anything she does because she's an embarrassment. She's just been an embarrassment her whole life. She's an embarrassment, vile, disgusting.
But then why would he do this cameo?
I think people who have someone like that in their family, they try to say, like, okay, you know, let's do Erin wants to do something fun. I'm here, whatever. I want to affirm her bullshit. You notice with Giggler and Cameron, right? They're like willing to do it with her. Yeah. And then they even like thought we were interesting. I think they really did think we were kind of interesting when I told them they should get pregnant or whatever.
The Provo pregnancy stream. It was top tier.
Yeah, and Provo and all
It
that
was
kind of
good
stuff. But, like, I don't know what, she probably was, like, constantly talking about it with them, and they're like, okay, and then she determined that she was our enemy, and they're just like, I don't want to get into this,
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any problem with him doing a
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, we haven't heard from them since she determined that we were, like, evil monsters, because, like, they met us, and they're just not, they just didn't want to, they don't want to get in her fucking dramas. No one does.
Yeah.
And, whatever, they feel bad for her.
Right.
Obviously, you would not have someone working in a bookstore who's openly a thief of books. Like, that's the worst thing to have on your CV.
True. He likes shit. He's an anarchist.
And, like, but, people who are, whatever, feel bad about someone who's, you know what I mean, a loser and...
Well, wait, but you realize, like, how bad it is to, like, say to your brother, like, hey, those people are here. Go, like, say hi in their stream and see what happens. And he's, like, kind of awkward, but he goes along with it. And I don't recognize him, and he's like, hey, what are you up to? And I was like, I just honestly didn't know who he was. I thought he was a random guy.
Obviously, if it was up to her, she would have been like, yeah, throw a fucking plate at Grace, right? Like,
right.
Hit her in the head, or be like spit on her or something, right? That's what she would have wanted to do.
Probably.
But she knows that he's not going to do any of that shit.
But then,
he didn't do the other shit either.
My point is, though, to do that and have him go along with him, be like, oh my God, that's my brother. And then to text OPC, enjoy the spit in your dinner.
Yeah, she's just looking to get...
It makes him look so complicit. It's so stupid.
Right.
It's so inconsiderate of his job.
Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck. She's an angry... Here's another extremely angry, lonely person who lacks social skills. Like, this is the problem with the internet. That this is where people go because everything else has failed in their lives.
Yeah.
I don't really think that's the only reason we're on the internet, but a lot of people, that is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's not... And that needs to change. Those people need to be run off the internet and have the same experience on the internet that they've had everywhere else, which is you need to stop behaving poorly. Yeah. Which I do think is happening quite quickly with Ruby. The funny thing is, like, I can understand Ava. If you think about it, like, this kind of, like, looks thing. Ava doesn't really do that with you. I think because she knows, like, you're just objectively, whatever, by today's beauty standards, better looking than her. But, like, the idea of someone who's obviously on the precipice of, like, falling off, to say, like, let's engage in this, she's clearly falling off, and you're clearly, like, at the beginning of your sort of, like, youthful years. This is only going to fail over time.
Yeah, it's stupid. That's the point I was making earlier. Is like, if you're an older woman shitting on a younger woman, the last thing you go for is looks, because that's a losing battle. You're never going to win that one. Especially if your lifestyle is incredibly unhealthy. I mean, Ava could shit on me looks-wise. I'm like, okay, it could be back and forth, but she doesn't go there.
Well, you just look like an envious old lady. She's, right. In other words, she's angry at youth itself.
Right. It just looks terrible.
She's just angry at nature. And it's fairly obvious that that's what's... Even her own chat's like, Ruby... And then she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to try to dial it back. Like, that's not what they're saying. They're saying,
want to be a hateful person.
You look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's not even like, oh, be gentle on her. It's like, you look awful.
Right.
When you're older, you're supposed to act more mature, not less mature.
Yeah.
And being an older woman who's trying to compete on younger women things is ridiculous. It'd be like me trying to talk shit to like an 18-year-old athlete. Like, what? Obviously, I can't compete.
Right. If you were constantly watching some like whatever 20-year-old basketball player and saying like,
I'd have to say, good for you.
You're out of shape. You think all the girls want to suck your dick? It'd be like, Dad, you're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, right.
What are you doing?
Especially I don't know, like on athletic ability. Like, of course.
I don't know what to, I don't know what to say.
Let's have a boxing match. Of course you're going to knock me out.
Yeah.
Of course you are.
Right.
Or whatever, at least you'll win. I'm an older man, you know?
Alright. Seriously,
Although
though.
these Zoomers these days, I don't know.
The Zoomers, I'm saying, like, back in 1950, if you had been shitting on a 20-year-old. Alright, folks. That's almost... Ben, you were very light on your feet bowling. Very athletic. Limber!
I was really surprised that I won.
Limber. Alright. I love you all very much. Thank you for watching. 10 hours in. That's it for me. Bye-bye.